You're about to watch another episode of The Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? When you tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. We hope to see you there.
Happy holidays! Do you like my hat? I'm sure you do. And welcome to The Dungeon Run, a live tabletop role-playing game where your interactions help tell the tale. And a special hello to everyone watching live for the first time. Hello. I am Lord Ereban, Keeper of Secrets, and your host for tonight's campaign. Together we stand witness as our intrepid adventurers face terrible danger and most certain doom in their quest for glory, valor, and most importantly, treasure. Yes, I love it. Throughout our time together, you will be called upon to help guide decisions made within the game. In addition to our live chat interactions, those that are brave enough can purchase one of 7 unique digital items. If you love the show, you can show love. When you buy Show Love, Jeff will see it and may read your name out during the game, showing you some love. And of course, you can show love to any member of the team. Civ just shivved a thing? Show love. Enjoy Lily's new song? Show love. You get the idea. It's those simple gestures that are so thoughtful and mean the most. Or you could bestow upon the adventuring party the gift of advantage, the ability to roll a pair of 20-sided dice at once and take the highest. Or for those of you that feel the players have had it too easy, come on! You can set the trap of disadvantage. You know, if a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, well, they will roll a pair of 20-sided dice and take the lowest. After all, life is pain, isn't it, Joel? Or perhaps you want to be the wind at our adventurers' backs and allow them to draw from the Force of Good deck. Keyword good. And to add an even greater challenge to the adventure, you can purchase a Force of Evil card. Keyword evil, not good. When you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it is for, Milo, or I will come and make the choice for you. But that is not all. Please remember, it's on you. You can purchase an IOU, and each time you do, it will light a Force of Good candle. And when a goal of 20 candles is reached, a Force of Good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. If at the end of tonight's adventure, there are candles still lit, they will carry over to the next show. Oh, and yes, remember, as per usual, disregard Milo's ball. Just leave it alone. Trust me, it's bad for the party and for Milo. That's right. It hurts him, not me. So don't touch it. Nothing more to be said there. Also, you have the power to submit your idea for a Force of Good or Force of Evil card, and we might use it on the show. How about that? You could submit DM cards for Jeff as well. So head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to submit. You can upload your fan art there as well. And I love fan art, especially if it's of me, that's right. And those who have already submitted, I see you, and I thank you. And now, the short news that you've all been waiting for. We have new shirts! Yes! New Dungeon Run shirts! Yo, duh! Duh! You get it? Of course we made a Baby Araban shirt. Why wouldn't we? It's very cute. Just like me. The Vardo. All aboard. Let's ride. That's the upper right there. Look at how handsome it is. And rev up your motorcycle engines. The Flot Gang is here. Oh, and it's our first double-sided shirt. You see on the left and right? That's the front and the back. You get the idea. And of course, the classics. The Dungeon Run logo. Upper left. Meep lives. Upper middle. My personal favorite, and as should be yours as well, Lord Araban's Dungeon Run. Upper right, look at how handsome he is. Lower left, let the dice roll. You see all the characters there. And finally, respect to the candles and the Candle Queen. Head to the dungeonrun.fandom.com to purchase your Dungeon Run shirts. Now! Let's meet our brave souls, the cast of characters. Please welcome Katie Michaels as Lily Dumblestock.
Happy holidays!
Yes, happy holidays, yes. Ronald Ogden as Argo.
May all of your presents fall at your feet.
What?
Also, where's Krampus?
Got it!
Ah,
What is that? I love that outfit. All right, keep going. Morgan Peter Brown is James Quillo.
Happy holidays!
It's a gift. I
look
love
great.
it, James. I love it.
You look very Dickensian.
I feel somewhat Dickensian. Jessica Lynn Parsons as Fahima Tig.
God, I knew it was Santa!
Yay! Jared K. Jack as Siv Red Thistle.
Merry Sivmas, Lord Araban.
Merry Sivness.
I have a little giveaway that I'd like to do if you want to help me during intermission again, like we did last.
Oh, I would love.
So it's the full Civ cosplay outfit. We have the Civ scarf.
My favorite.
Yeah. We got, I have an extra Dungeon Run t-shirt.
Wait.
It's a women's size small.
That has me on it.
That's in there too.
Okay.
The Civ skin shirt I wore on the Dungeon Rundown.
Listen, can I just win it myself, Civ?
You can enter as well.
No way! I'm in!
And last but not least, Mr. Whisper. So that will be given away during intermission.
I'm so impressed. Remember, Sivmas. All right, and finally, our Dungeon Master, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jeff Canotti!
It's the most wonderful time of the week. I'm so excited.
I love it.
It's gonna be great.
Glorious. Jeff, what is that on your shirt? Or your sweatshirt?
I think this is a friend of yours, isn't it?
No! I don't like them. I detest them, but I love you. All right. As their journey continues, I, Lord Araban, will be joining you in your social conversations around the game. So keep an eye out for my avatar and comments. And before we begin, I have a favor to ask of you. It would give me great pleasure if you would share the show. Just click below and let all of your admirers know that you are watching The Dungeon Run. Now, keep the comments coming. Be ever vigilant and let the dice roll!
All right! Oh my gosh, you guys! It's the last dungeon run of 2019!
Yes!
Wow! Amazing. This is going to be a fun
What a
one.
year.
You guys look
Is it,
fantastic.
Jeff? Is it?
Yes! Everybody lived through the last episode. It's a
Barely.
celebration. It's a celebration. Welcome, watchers. Welcome, first-timers. Welcome, holiday revelers. I'm so excited to catch everybody up this week. Particularly proud of this one.
He's been bragging about this, whatever's about to happen.
'Twas the night of a simple dungeon run, and all throughout Ain, not a creature was stirring, or so said the sign. The parchment was hung on the signpost with care to loot an abandoned old dragon's lair. The amulet was nestled all snug in that cave. These adventurers retrieved it, more greedy than brave. But when the amulet flashed and they saw the eye blink, it made them understand it's much more than a trinket. It grants you, the watchers, the power to give forces of chaos to James or to Civ or Lily or Uggo or Fahima too. They all feel the impact of things that you do.
But much more than that, it's the key to unlocking the memories of wardens whose powers can be shocking, or fiery, or earthen, or airy, or wet. But the team hasn't found all of those wardens yet. The wardens had long been protectors of Ayn. During their watch, the realms had done fine. But the wardens were captured, and our team traveled far to free one in the sea and one in a lodestar. Now they're heading to find one inside a volcano. Or maybe they won't. After all, what do they know? They found clues about it inside a spell tower, along with experiments of dark, undead power. A hodgepodge of bodies all cobbled together. So they left in their Vardo, pulled by birds of a feather. But they didn't get far when more battles broke out. Then their camp was invaded by a girl with a snout. Zanalka, a werewolf, gave all them a scare, but she seemed to be nice and had a great haircut. She and Fahima shared a connection. Together they cured their bird's lichen infection. Then she told them her brother was bound by a coil, rooted in blood on thick, bloody soil. The apprentice named Vargan was off in the woods, drawing blood from some werewolves. He was up to no good. So they stashed their Achirai and Vardo and snuck, seeing scarier sights than a duke as a duck. Vargan the wizard in a foul, bloody shell. The only thing worse than the sight was the smell. And just when you thought it couldn't get any sicker, the ground was a bubbling layer of ichor. Each footfall they took was sticky and wet. They were facing their deadliest enemy threat. James tried suggestion, but it was resisted. Nevertheless, these heroes persisted. The battle erupted, excitement and fear. The audience tensed up and started to cheer on Lily, on Uggo, on Fahima and James, on Civ, and on Watchers with so many names. Use forces of goods, use your spells and your maul. Now smash away, smash away, smash away all. It took all they had, and I'm not going to lie. For a second there, I thought Uggo might die.
We all did.
When what to my wondering eyes did appear? A force of good Hamlet. Uggo's pain disappeared. With the help of the Watchers, the heroes succeeded, fighting Vargan even after the blood had receded. When he finally was vanquished, the ground neath them cracked, causing Lily, the amulet bearer, to react. She was drawn to a curtain of hovering drops, saw a vision of rangers perched in treetops. As Lily relayed the details of this dream, Zanalko tried reaching her hand to Fahima. But Civ, with a threat, put a quick stop to that. Even werewolves are weary of our resident cat. Fahima was once again losing a crush. But before Zanalka leapt away in a rush, she turned to Fahima, gave her reassurance, and a tube on a chain saying simply, insurance. Then Fahima and Lily found Vargan's spellbook, and Fahima saw something, a cliffhangery hook. Then I turned to the camera to say, and I quoth, Dungeon Run is now done. Humankind go be both.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yes.
How much time did that take?
Way more. I got nothing else the rest of the episode. That's it. So I don't know what you guys want to do.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean,
All right.
worth it.
Yeah, worth it. That's it. Thanks. Thank you.
So
That was
that's
awesome.
where we.
That was
Thank you.
That
thank
was
you.
Well
very
played.
Yes.
So that's where we're picking up this week. The team clearly had one of their most harrowing battles, and we are picking up right after it. I do want to do some business because we have a bunch of people, a bunch of the Watchers, amazing things coming out of the amulet. First of all, the love shown by Eagle Eye 123321, Grim Fated, Fallstar, TK421, White Tiger Angel, and so many others. We see it. Thank you. It's appreciated. Getting into the holiday spirit, we've got cards. Let's do some cards.
Oh.
We have
got
we have
cards.
Civ has 3 forces of good from Caleb.
Gosh.
I'll take it.
Behemoth, 3
1 force of good.
disadvantages.
Oh, excuse me, 3 forces of good. Caleb, Kaibuck, and the Brush of Tea.
Caliph, Kaibuck, and the Brush of Tea. Thank you.
Behemoth has a force of good from the Brush of Tea.
Thank you, Brush of Tea.
James has 3 forces of good. Fallstar, Patyrus Stormblade, and Fectious.
Thank you so much.
Ugo has a force of good from Uncle CW, and Lily has a force of good from Mr. Whisper.
Mr. Whisper, thank you. You're
All
not going to
right.
be with us after intermission.
I also got a force of good from Mr. Whisper. Thank you, Mr.
Jeez.
Whisper.
Damn it.
All right.
Ready?
Civ, yes.
Twinning, which happens to be my favorite kind of tea as well, can be used when 2 or more people make a roll of the same type at the same time. Choose one of the results, and everybody's roll becomes that roll.
Nice.
So is that when like we're all rolling for something?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You do it for initiative, maybe.
Dig it.
That's right.
Insurance can be used to nullify half of the effect of any force of evil card that involves money. That's funny. I guess I'm the only one that thought that was funny.
That's my force of evil. That's in action right now.
Oh, really?
The next time we have to pay 50% more.
Oh, sweet. Holiday Feast. It's a potluck. Everyone brings something, but no duplicates. You and the rest of the party each roll 1d6, and card holder writes the numbers down. 1 equals turkey, 2 is stuffing, 3 is deviled eggs, 4 is mashed potatoes and gravy, 5 is pie, my favorite, and 6 is nothing. For each different number rolled, the party gets a d6 of healing in their feast. Example, party rolls 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, party gets 3d6 healing. So I can save that for
awesome.
when we need more healing.
Very nice.
Okay, cool. Thank
right.
you, everyone.
Mine's called Luck of the Hin. Is that a reference? I don't.
I don't know.
H-I-N?
In?
Luck of the Hen?
Jeff? Is that a reference?
Sorry,
Luck of the Hin?
I
Cheyenne?
don't know.
It
I'm
looks
sure
like
it
a
is.
possible typo, but it could be.
Well, it's viewer submitted. For 1 roll, your advantages may stack up to 2, allowing you to roll 3 d20s and take the highest roll. You must have advantages to use, however. Very nice, thank you.
Excellent. Of my 3, the first one, Jeff's favorite player, viewer submitted.
Sweet.
You notice Jeff's favorite player list on the back of Jared's headshot. Put your name on top
here.
and become first in initiative. All NPCs go after you. Then well, this is not great. All NPCs go after you, then the rest of the party.
Oh.
After all, you are the favorite. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's not great. Okay. Amelia's Grace, viewer submitted. A player or creature of choice is turned into a small infant that is just so darn cute that causes everyone who looks at it to say, "Aw." As a result of this, the infant cannot attack or be attacked for the duration of 1 full round.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is based on Amelia, our youngest viewer.
Yes, our youngest baby viewer on Twitter.
It also reminds me of Brick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lily's pad of star stickers, viewer submitted. Lily has been known to be Mama Lily, but has lost her star stickers. The amulet has granted you the pad. The pad is well used and is missing most of its star stickers, but there are still 3 left. Each star is worth 1d6 hit points for when you have been a good boy or girl, but only 1 can be awarded to the same person in the same turn. Okay, so it's basically giving out 3 d6s of healing as I see fit.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
I got Blef, Blanada's Bluffing Blessing.
Really hard to read
Wow.
tonight.
Yeah, for a moment, you are exactly as awesome as you think you are. You may make a deception check in place of any strength check.
Oh, enough for us.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Including any strength-based attack roll. If you can say the name of this card 3 times fast without a warm-up run, everyone in the party may add 1d4 to their next attack roll.
Oh my gosh.
So do I have to do that now or
Let's say when you do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you just got to warm up.
Right.
Yeah, that was your warm
I
up.
did just get a
Can't
warm-up.
have that.
Okay. I got Civ's coin bag from Mr. Whisper. You find a small brown bag and inside are 5 special coins. Spending each gives +1 to any roll of your choice. After the bag is empty, you realize it belongs to Civ. His name is on the bottom of the bag. If you give the bag back to Civ, roll a d20 and keep that much gold for yourself as payment.
Wow.
Can you stack them, giving yourself a +5?
Doesn't seem any reason why not.
Yeah.
Here's actually a physical bag of coins.
Wow.
There you go.
Props.
Hey,
props.
props.
We got 2 more cards. They are from Mickey Wolf and both for Fahima.
They're both from Mickey Wolf?
Both from Mickey Wolf.
Wow.
Mickey Wolf.
Gosh. You're so
There's
sweet.
another card for Uggo from the Wookiee King, and another card for Lily from Burr Ice.
Burr.
Right.
Love that name.
And I got a Force of Good from Mr. Whisper. This is Mirror Universe, a viewer-submitted DM Force of Good. In another universe, in another dungeon run session, Mirror Jeff manages to roll better than you. At any time of your own choosing, you may re-roll one of your own dice if you do the Vulcan finger greeting, which I assume is that.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Sweet.
Have that.
Go ahead.
All right. Glass Cannon. Use this card once to allow a caster to exchange hit points for temporary spell slots. It costs 5 hit points per spell level per temporary slot. No limit on slots other than the caster's health. Once the slots are used, they cannot be reused or regenerated.
Wow.
I'm liking
That
your
is
reaction to this.
Crazy powerful.
Well, I mean, I don't have that many hit points, but
True.
But
I like spell slots.
we've known you to be willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
hit points for power.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
How
past.
many hit points
Oh, yeah.
did you give Uggo in the last fight?
Yeah. 0, technically, because I was at full health.
Oh, come on!
No, she brought you back.
So the second one is called Suth's Baton of Portal Safety. Developed by portal experts of the Natural Order after the tragic loss of young Acolyte. This small baton glows green if a portal is within 100 feet. Ooh.
Interesting.
If that portal closes with someone or something still in transit, they are ejected safely from the portal on whichever side the baton is on. Do not close the portal on the baton. So can you break that down simply for me? It just means that we're preventing anyone from getting cut in half by a portal?
Yeah.
Pretty much? Okay, cool.
Paid for by the Seth's Foundation.
Yeah.
Never again.
George and Belinda Suth.
Never again, Seth. We love you.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Got me.
That was good.
I like your haircut.
Okay.
On your next attempt to be persuasive, let the person/NPC know that you like their haircut. Add 1d4 to your persuasion roll.
That helps.
Aw.
I love all these inside jokes we have.
I got Cousin Clem's friendship bracelet. An old, sweat-stained, and frayed friendship bracelet appears. Tie it on your wrist and gain immunity to necrotic damage for 1 round and resistance for 5 rounds.
Ooh.
Be warned, the last strand could fray at any minute now. That's
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Love that. That's from Burr Ice.
All right, I think we did it. Thank you, everyone. That was really
Thank
very
you so
generous and
much.
wonderful. Okay, but we find ourselves back at the Alabaster Woods. We are battered and beaten. The fight has ended. Visions were seen, and Zinalka and her brother Leonid bounded off into the woods, and you guys find yourselves there in the Alabaster Woods. White trees around you. It is green now. No trace of the blood that used to sit thickly on the ground. What would you like to do?
Go ahead.
No, as I think I said at the end of last episode, James is worried that we might be missing something, so I am going to take the 10 minutes to ritual cast Detect Magic. I want to comb over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm carrying Uggo, or at least helping you walk. Yeah. My friend, James doesn't appear to want to leave. I know.
I'm too tired to argue.
Do you want me to knock him out and drag him along?
No.
You had to think about that for a while.
Yeah.
Shall we leave him or stay? The girls went off that way.
We're always splitting up.
Yes, I know.
I don't have the energy to be angry about it. I just sit down and wait for James.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Uggo sits down.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I go and check on the girls just to make sure they're okay, and I'll come right back?
Why? Why are you asking me? Just do what you want.
Well, because you asked for my help. I don't want to just leave you stranded.
Oh. Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
You sure? It's hard to take you seriously.
I'm very tired.
I know. That's why I don't want to just leave you.
Tired, but so jolly.
Very serious show.
Yeah.
All right, I tell you what. I will go, I will look, just to make sure they're okay, and then I'll come right back to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So Ugo plops himself down next to a meditating James Quillis on the grassy floor of the woods, and you head off into the.
Oh, I'm fine. So
Yeah.
I'm, other than like the adrenaline rush and then coming down off of that, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna beeline it through the woods and try to find these two.
Right. And you do, easily.
Okay.
Ugo pulls out a very familiar orange flag that was torn. He kind of just handling it.
I've just come to from
Yes.
my secret room situation.
Correct.
Okay.
Thema?
I want to flip through to find the page that we saw was coming to life and burning me.
Yeah, so you have the book, the very eerie, evil-feeling book that has skin stretched across the front of it, and as you open it, there's a feeling of unease that washes over you, and you again see spells scrawled there, some scrawled in strange materials, some scrawled in blood, some scrawled in what does not look like ink, and you're not really sure what it is. There are writings that seem manic and strange, writings in the margins, things crossed out. It's half journal, half spell book. And as you flip through these pages, you see things that are beyond your capability, your level of magical knowledge. But you get to the page that, well, it's hard to determine because, you know, it was Meep was holding it in the air. You're not exactly sure what page it is, but you get to a page that clearly is frayed and blackened around the edge, and it looks like something had happened to it, almost like the side had been burned. And you see that page, and looking at it now, it is clear that there are references to this place, to blood, to a wound, an ancient wound, and you have a hard time piecing it together. As I said, it's strange writing, strange verbiage, strange methodology, things you're not familiar with, but it is disturbing.
And it's written in common?
Parts of it in, parts of it are symbols that you don't recognize. Parts of it are, there are pages that are written in abyssal, that are written in all kinds. It's a very odd piece of work.
Is any of it written in Primordial or Ignan?
There are pages in Primordial. Yes, there are pages in Primordial. Yes, there are.
Can you tell me what those spells or what those notes might look like generally? I don't want to put you on the spot to make up a bunch of stuff.
Sure, yeah. No, I mean.
Can you speak in Primordial right now?
Of course, I've been practicing.
Sounds like me stuttering.
I spent a lot of time on the rhyming thing we studied.
Just do it in Primordial.
Yeah.
Just pour a glass of water.
yeah, right. There are references to reshaping rock. There are references to holding back the power of lava, for example. Those are the kinds of things that are written in Primordial.
But these are spells that are beyond my skill level.
Mm-hmm.
I learned the Thunderbolt Jump and Fire Whip from the copy of this book. Are there other spells like that are conjuration or evocation?
You learned those spells from a different book.
Oh.
You learned those spells. There were
from
two
the
books.
study downstairs.
Correct.
That's right. The Bloodlance.
You found the
other one.
Bloodlance spell in this
Right.
book.
Okay.
And I believe the corpse storage spell.
So are there spells that are non
And Flame Whip.
dark?
Yeah.
Well,
I think Flame Whip was in the first book.
But he recognized it from his master, but that doesn't mean the books.
Correct.
So the books were all from her and her
Yes.
learnings and her experimentation.
But there doesn't seem to be a difference between the two books. One seems to be a little more academic, and one seems to be darker and more necrotic.
Okay.
Jeff, it all of a sudden seems strange to Ugo that it's a little quiet. He's gonna look around.
Okay, roll perception. You've got advantage from Saber Gamer, but it was countered by Grim Fated.
Oh, thanks, Grim-Faded.
Ho, ho, ho.
I was gonna say, it's tough when you send out
11?
disadvantage and force of evil to Santa Claus.
Yeah. 11, excuse me. 11. You don't hear anything coming from the woods. You saw Civ walk off, but you do, as the minutes pass, you do notice something coming from the skull.
Uh-oh.
Where was the
What-
skull? Oh, it was in
It's
the
a
bar.
sound of sort of movement, like something brushing against it perhaps, as if something might be in the Vardo.
I'll go with surprising speed, stands up and goes,
We have to go, James, now. There's something at the Vardo.
What? Are you sure?
Yes. Skull, listen, I hear now.
All right.
Civ! Civ!
I'll run towards where Civ went.
Civ!
All right.
I pop out from behind a tree. Lily? Sorry, it's force of habit. Fema, we need to go. The werewolves could come back any minute.
Right.
And I know you're friends with one or two of them, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to accept us here in their home.
Civ!
Yes.
Guys, there's something in the Vardo.
Okay.
How do you know that?
I can hear the skull. I put it under the seats.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone.
I'll stow the book
Lily.
in my coat.
In the saddle.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll hop in the saddle.
Okay.
All right, so you guys.
And I'm running full speed. If that leaves
Yeah.
people behind, that leaves people behind.
Okay.
I will also run full speed.
All right, both of you are quite fast.
Okay. Well, catch up.
So you move through the forest now, where you saw those tendrils of blood emanating from the base of the trees. It's all gone. It's all green now. It looks like a regular forest, except for the fact that all the trees are long and thin and white. And you rush back to the spot where you had stashed the Chirai and the Vardo, and your birds are still there, and the Vardo is still there.
I'll go.
I'm gonna pull out the maul.
No, I'll go hang back.
Wait, I'll go. Listen to me. Remember what we talked about, how we're going to approach situations?
I'll go, please.
While they're having this conversation,
might
I'm,
be
sneaky.
Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
someone who just
You've
stumbled
got
upon
advantage
it.
from
We've
CW.
explored places that weren't ours.
Do you not protect your homes when they are invaded?
I do, but I first see what they want before I go in smashing.
Yeah.
You
In
said you-
Orklands, they do the opposite. We hurt them and then ask them.
I know, but you're saying you're trying not to do that as much anymore, right?
30. 30. You are stealthed. Yes, you Civ has.
It's the hat. It
yeah,
gives me
yeah.
a bonus to my stealth checks.
You are. You disappear into the. I mean, it's getting to be night, by the way. You waited until dusk for the fight to begin. You had this epic battle
It's dark,
at
isn't
dusk, so it's getting dark. Yeah.
I'll go says, and it's supposed to come out of the skull's mouth.
Okay.
It says,
Come out now or die.
Please?
I'll
Say
go.
please.
Please. Come out now or die, please.
Come out now, we want to talk.
Come out now, we want to talk or die, please.
Okay,
Take
all
out
right.
the die part.
Okay, come out now, we want to talk, please.
I think they've got the message.
Yes.
All right. You hear no response.
Let me go in
I'll go.
and see.
Please.
Let me out of the saddle.
oh, yeah.
Okay, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me just go in and see what it is, okay? You'll be right behind me.
I'm gonna sidle up to James and say under my breath, "We need to talk
Okay.
soon."
I'll go into the Vardo.
Okay, so you notice that the door is slightly ajar, hasn't been closed all the way.
Okay.
And when you walk in,
Slowly.
yep.
Not gonna like.
You're not stealthing. You're just gonna walk
No,
And I'm gonna
walk in.
keep basically right behind her.
in. Yep.
I'm gonna be shortly behind Uggo because I'm worried about him.
Roll a perception check for me, Lily. You have advantage from Z-Man 9018.
Thanks, Z-Man. Whoa. That is a 18.
18. So you crack the door and you lean into the Vardo, and it's empty. But you spy on each of you sort of has a spot where you bunk, and on the spot where Fahima bunks, it looks like some of her parchment is folded on the seat.
All right. I'll go. There's no one in here. Someone just left a note for Fahima. Can you please get her for me?
Fahima!
Yeah.
Come inside.
Do I see any tracks or anything around the outside of the
Yes.
area?
Yes. There are lots of Achirai tracks walking around. You can do a survival check and see what.
Did the Achirai seem spooked?
No.
I'll join.
Not now.
I'll join him on that survival check, actually.
Civ, you have advantage from Scully is my homegirl.
Sweet.
Do I have advantage on it?
Yes. James, you have advantage from Angel Devilson.
Thank you, Angel Devil.
17 on survival.
Yeah, 14, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some padded footprints that
Human?
look. No.
Looking
Werewolf?
like werewolf.
They look like they could be werewolf or wolf. Yeah.
I'm immediately taking the Achirai and I'm going to start harnessing them to the Vardo, putting one in the back and two in the front.
Are they all right, Civ? Are the Achirai? They're undisturbed?
They seem all right, but these tracks lead me to believe that the werewolves were here. I don't know if it was Fahima's friend or perhaps the other ones.
If
I would
it
think if
wasn't,
it was the other ones, they would have killed the
s-
birds.
Yeah, and stayed here for us, probably.
Right.
So it's probably Zanelka.
I'll now realize that there's no immediate danger. Passes out.
Yes.
Just
Those are gone.
large
Right into
orc. Yeah, you pass it in the Vardo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Good. Hard.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I think someone
Actually,
left you.
roll a dexterity saving throw for me. You have advantage from Falstar, which is the perfect name for this moment.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny if he doesn't even make it to the cots. It's just right in the walkway.
All right.
19.
19. Okay, so you land on your bunk. Out. Yeah.
Goodness.
Fahima,
Yeah.
I think someone left you a note.
Did you pick it up, or you usually leave it there?
I haven't. It's on her
Yep.
bed, so I didn't want
right.
to touch it because I feel like it's for you. It's on your bed.
There are werewolf tracks outside.
Oh. Okay.
Civ, Lily,
Yes.
can we maybe get moving while we...
As soon as I'm done, yes.
Yes,
If
excellent.
anybody wants to help me, a 15-foot tall bird that I'm trying to put.
don't love me, so I'm going to stay away, actually.
All right.
I'll get up after I leave you. I'll go out front and help you with what I can in the
Sure.
front of the Vardo.
Sure. Actually, if you can tie the one in the back, I can get these two ready and I can get us going and back on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, Lily, you kind of step up on the side of the Vardo and you can lean over and harness them. You've managed to figure out ways to do this even at your small stature.
I'll open the letter. The parchment.
Dun, dun, dun.
Real
I'm making
letter.
assumptions here.
So this is the parchment that you have on your station, written mostly with your quill, although the last bit is written in a different substance.
Oh, that's creepy.
When I finish tying up the one in the back, I'll come
Yep.
around, just like do a pass around to see. Are you all right?
Yeah, it's from Zanelka. It says, Fahima, I felt it too. But your friends are right to protect you. I hope we meet again when I am less a monster or you are more of one.
So mysterious.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the leather tube that she gave me.
It's on a chain. It's about 4 inches long, with a cap. And have you seen one of those before? It's something that I've seen before. They're sort of long, thin, and they have a little cap on them. It attaches to a chain.
Smaller than a scroll case, though, right?
It's about the size of one.
I can imagine it, yeah.
I mean, it's smaller than a scroll case like that, but it's like a, yeah.
Yeah, can I open it? See what's in it?
Sure. As you pop the cap open, you look inside, and it has 2 objects inside. One is a tightly wound piece of parchment, and the other is a little vial.
Okay, I want to open up that parchment.
Okay, and you open the parchment, and you immediately recognize it as a scroll of remove curse.
Oh.
Insurance. Yes.
Fahima, I'll be in the front if you need anything. I'm gonna get us moving.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Where are we going?
We're going north to Marsh.
Think back on the way we were originally going.
The road.
I guess, yeah. All right. I mean, we need someplace to rest.
Well, we can go back to where we were before, where there was the perfect spot to rest, before we came back this way. It's only, what, like an hour?
Back to Whitburg? Oh,
No,
no.
north.
Okay. Yes, okay, let's start there and we'll.
Back to where we camped the first night?
Yes.
But don't you think the werewolves know where that is?
Only Zanelka. Are we trusting her or no? And
I do.
Lean in and look at you.
Civ, it might not be the best time to do that.
And I lean away.
Werewolves and haircuts.
I think we have a lot to talk about, so can we...
Ugo is running in his sleep.
I'm gonna get us going. I'm gonna whip the reins. And,
Yes.
and
All
get
right.
us on the road.
So the Vardo, as the Chirai have been reattached, and they're kind of itching to move. They've been sitting in one spot for a little while, and they have the long strider feet, so they're capable of going for much longer than you did so far. They are off, and you are moving north down back out, sort of the path that you had found that got you to this hiding spot, which was sort of rough and a little slow going. But as you move through that, you get back out finally onto the main road that you had turned off to get here. And then your pace picks up again. Night is falling. It is getting to be
Can
dark.
the Chirai see in the dark?
They can, and they love the dusk. It is their favorite time. Night, not particularly, not any better for them, but they are capable of moving at night.
I tell you what, I have an idea. Why don't I drive for a while, and all of you can rest, and then you can,
Take over?
yes, at some point.
Okay.
I'd like to drive with you for a bit.
All right.
So we have some cards. I mean, before we go there, we have some cards. First of all, we have some love from Cold Candor, from Hames, from Uncle CW, from Lily Double Stuck Fan, from Fall Star. Thank you for those balloons.
Thank you.
Awesome. But a couple, several cards. One is the candles are lit.
Yay!
So that's from the community. Let's roll that number. Is a 4. That goes to Sleeping Uggo. If you can pass this down to him.
Sure.
Got a Force of Good for Uggo from Calcaneus.
Thank you, Calcaneus.
And then we have a Force of Evil for Fahima from Lambent Zerker.
Lambent Zerker!
A Force of Evil from Grim Fated for James. Sure. And then a Force of Good for James from Newbie New 7.
What was the one that was sent to me directly? Who?
Calcaneus.
Thank you,
my God.
Calcaneus.
Talk about serendipity. I hate you, Lambent Zerker.
Zerker?
Zerker? Lambent Zerker?
Lambent Zerker.
Lambent Zerker. The cat's unlucky nature. Next time you travel in the Vardo, right now, it is as though you have the worst luck. Roll a d20 for every hour of travel up to 3. 1 to 3, break a wheel. 4 to 6, drop the reins. 7 to 9, a bag of grain falls off. 10 to 12, roll a d6 to determine who falls out. 13 to 15, the Chirai tied to the back breaks free. 16 through 20, all is fine.
Oh my gosh.
Does anyone have anything that can pause or stop that? Because that's really gonna hurt us.
I can.
Still got cards to read.
I can use my luck of Hin. If
I can use the Civ's coin bag.
What does that do?
Gives +1 to any roll of my choice.
Or I have a small price to pay for
But how do you-
salvation. You can use this card to pay any amount of gold in multiples of 30. For every 30 gold paid, you can add 1 to the roll.
Okay, so let's hopefully I roll high and make these worth
I think this maybe has to be my own roll.
It says any roll.
And yeah, any roll.
Yeah.
And it's once every hour, right?
Up to 3 hours.
Okay.
So I'll roll once you're done reading, so that if anything happens, Jeff can hear
Jeez.
it.
All right, mine. One is called Tony Stork. Yours submitted, and I must wait until combat to read. The other one is called Hungry Like the Wolf. This is the Force of Evil from Grim Fated. You avoided being bitten during the werewolf fight, but a fleck of wolf spittle landed in your eye. Suddenly, latent lycanthropic cells are awoken, and you are overcome with an insatiable thirst for blood. Find and consume raw living flesh within 60 seconds, or take 5d6 damage. Magically created
So perfect
flesh
for James.
It is so
cannot
perfect.
sate the hunger.
Oh my God, I love that card.
I already have
Whoever
a
wrote
wound
that
on my
card,
hand.
thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Insane.
You already have the what in your hand?
The wound on my hand.
Honestly, I honestly think James would take the damage.
Rather than drink blood?
Raw living flesh, yes. Yes.
I mean, you gotta sleep.
Bite out of Ugo's leg.
I will take the
like
5d6.
All right.
Wow.
That's
Oh, you rolled
And I rolled really well. 16,
God.
18, 21 points of damage.
Oh.
So I am back down.
Good thing we sleepy soon.
Yeah, I am back down to,
Hopefully we sleepy soon.
yeah, seriously, to almost nothing.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, you climb in the Vardo. You guys take off, and James, you suddenly like your stomach gives you a desire for something you've never felt a desire to eat before.
Right.
Steak tartare, so to speak.
James is real good at resisting resisting bad feelings though. And so he's just going to sit there and take it.
Yeah, it's the pain in your stomach and it hurts.
That would be an insane feeling to be like, all of a sudden, I want to bite one of you.
There's a movie about that.
I'm just gonna stand in the back of the Vardo and just look real longingly at the Achirai behind us.
All right, so what does the
Drooling.
sleeping Uggo have?
IOFU. Incendiary offer for future use. Viewer submitted. Next time you get an IOU, you can decide to use this card instead of getting a force of good to gain +5 fire damage to all attacks in the next battle. If you get this card as an IOU, which I did,
Whoa!
I get
What are the odds of that?
+10 fire damage to all attacks for the next battle, which seems like I'm being rewarded for possibly sacrificing last time.
How did that happen?
Crazy.
That is nuts.
That is nuts and awesome.
So what had to happen was the candles had to be lit.
Right.
I had to roll a 4.
Yep.
And then that
Draw
card
that
had to just be
Yep.
in the right place.
Yep.
It just seems like we're stacking the deck, but we're not. I mean, I have no way
That's
of knowing.
awesome.
Amazing.
Calkenius gave me mini megaphone. Viewer submitted, your voice suddenly gets louder. Like, that's a thing that needs to happen. So loud that you gain +2 to a persuasion or intimidation roll. Upon closer inspection, you see a tiny primitive megaphone near your mouth.
Tiny closer inspection. I thought I was just being loud, but there it is.
Dang it.
I didn't realize that was there.
Okay, so James just got injured.
He has to roll. That crazy.
Oh, and you have to roll to find out what's happening to the Vardo. You have to roll for the first hour.
Jeez.
Right.
Holy moly.
Well.
I'm guessing I can't use advantage on this kind of thing because it's like a card.
Let's just roll the die, yeah.
Oh, yes! All is fine. 18.
Yeah.
You probably should have rolled in the box for that.
You probably should have rolled in the box.
Well, I have 2 more
You're
rolls.
right, that's a valid roll.
That's not what I was saying. Shut up, Ron.
All right, so you guys pull out, and your the Vardo is going down the road, and it is full on night now.
And I'm gonna climb up and have a chit chat with Civ here. Civ,
Yes.
remember when we had that sleepover?
You mean when we were talking about my past? Mm-hmm. Yes.
In the stable?
Right.
Well, I saw a really sensitive side to you, and I feel like you weren't that sensitive about Zanelka.
I'm not.
I don't understand why you were so forceful about it. She proved herself to be our ally. Of course, I'm not going to argue with you guys because you had really good points, but
Can I tell you a bit more about my past, and perhaps that will explain it?
yeah.
If it doesn't, then I apologize. I realize I was not my usual calm self.
Yeah, you felt a bit like my dad or my older brother.
Well, that's because I'm not used to caring about other people. And I care an awful lot about you, as well as Uggo and James, and of course Lily. And it's not easy for me to do that. And when I saw something threaten to kill you and Lily, I snapped. and I had a bit of Uggo sneak into me. Perhaps he's rubbing off on me.
He's probably rubbing off on all of us.
Kitties and anger and family.
Is that you in your sleep?
But,
Uggo has a deviated septum.
Oh my god. That's what they all say. You just wanted to get a nose job.
severe sleep apnea. Something that I didn't tell you about my childhood was that I didn't fight for money. I can get money. It's easy to steal. I fought because someone I cared an awful lot about asked me to.
I don't understand.
If you give me a choice between the person that I care about and anyone else, that other person that gets in my way will have their throat slit, and I will feel nothing. No guilt, no shame, nothing. Now I'm trying to turn a different leaf and not be that person anymore. I'm trying very hard to do that, but I'm doing that because of all of you. I wanted nothing more than to kneel down next to Leonid and slit his throat. But I didn't do it, because in the back of my head, I heard your voice. And I knew that you would be angry with me.
I guess I should be grateful for that.
I am very sorry that I yelled at you, and I promise I will try very hard to never do it again. But if someone comes between me and you, any of you, I will not hesitate. Ever.
What kind of person would ask you to hurt other people for them?
Well, in a way, Zanelka did. She led us into a trap, whether she knew it or not. She lost control, whether she knew it or not. And she became a threat. She got in between me and you. Leonid did the same thing.
Well, I feel a bit stupid.
I don't think you're stupid.
I don't know if you could tell how much I was burning up when I was around Zanelka, and it's true, she was a danger to us, I suppose.
Sometimes the people you care about are the only thing that matters. More than money, more than power. If I could go back and do it all again, I would. I made a lot of mistakes in that battle. I expect Uggo and I are going to have a very long talk about them. And I want to do a better job in the next one. But please, 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 for the love of everything holy, please don't ask me to choose between you and some creature ever again.
What happens if I start to care about some creature, some monster?
Well, then they'll just have to prove themselves.
What if they've already proven themselves to me? Just like whoever it was must have proved themselves to you to convince you to hurt other people for them.
Then I tell you what. I won't say a word. I'll just watch them. And if they raise a hand against you or Lily or Uggo or James...
Even under the influence of a spell? Or poison?
If they raise a hand against you, I will intervene. And if it gets to the point to where it's either us or them, I will choose you. Every single time. I'm sorry.
I mean that. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I know she meant a lot to you. And I feel bad having to be the one that tells you she has to go away.
Well, I probably just shouldn't let it happen again.
I don't think that's wise either.
Why not? Lily said that don't get my feelings, don't have feelings because, or if I do have feelings, that it's going to be short-lived because of what we're doing. Venturing, of course, no one's going to stick around for long. She was right.
I felt the same way until I met Lily, and she changed my mind. So it's ironic that she would say that to you.
Well, now I don't know what to think because she was right.
She's also wrong. She just needs someone to prove to her that they're not going to disappear after 2 weeks.
Well, we'll see if that happens.
I hope it does. I'm sure you'll find someone else at some point. Or perhaps you'll meet Zinelka again further down the road.
Or maybe I'll just be a lone wolf like my dad. Doesn't seem so bad. I want to show you the letter that she wrote to me. It's just really sweet, and I think you're really sweet. You might appreciate it.
Ziv, the thing you notice immediately is that the signature is in blood.
She reminds me a lot of someone from my past.
Who?
Her name is Vic.
Vic? Is it short for something?
Victoria, perhaps?
You don't know?
She never told me.
Why? Why does it remind you of Vic?
She used to do very sweet things for me. And then she would turn around and ask me to do terrible things on her behalf. I'm not saying that Zinelka's going to do that with you, but she could. Trust is earned.
What happened to Vic?
She's still around.
And would she still ask you to do bad things?
Probably. That's why I had to leave.
Hey, question for you.
Yes.
If we were to meet this Vic,
Yes.
should I extend the same to you?
I don't think you would
Get in the
like
way?
it. Yes.
Fight for you? Don't let
Yes.
anyone get in between us?
Yes. I think that would be very wise for you to do.
Okay. Well, hopefully I don't meet her. But if I do, I've got your back.
Thank you.
Thank you, Siv.
Meanwhile, in the rest of the Vardo, Uggo remains sleeping.
James is probably having a hard time getting to sleep.
Yeah.
But after an hour of a short rest, as I'm laying there on the cot, I will just sort of cast Sending
Okay.
to Fesh. Checking in. On way to Dolto Thum. Encountered Vaughan, Ashen Mage's apprentice. Rough fight, but we're alive. Vaughan dead. More later. I'm worried. Regards, James. Jimmy.
How long has it been, did you say? Half hour?
It's been an hour. I'll lay
hour?
there an
You guys
hour.
would get. Oh no!
In the box.
Wait, let's
Oh,
finish
yeah.
this, and we'll get to that, and then we'll also we'll have
You
arrived
mind? No, I'm kidding.
at that turn-off point. If you guys want to actually stop there, or you can keep going through the night. It's up to you. First, we'll deal with the Sending, which, as usual, goes off into the ether, and there's a moment of waiting, and you feel inside you the voice of Fesh. Jimmy, good to hear your voice. I'm pleased to hear you're doing well on your quest.
There are things that I have discovered that may require your return to Turnless. Danger is here, for sure, but soon.
I will lean out of the cot and kind of poke my head up in between Fahima and Civ if they're still driving. Maybe we should find a place to stop soon. I think we need to take stock.
Are you sure?
Yes, yes.
I don't think we could survive a fight with a werewolf.
Neither do I, so please find someplace safe. But I mean, we've gone much further than where we were now. It's been a bit. I mean, it's keep going for a little while longer, but maybe instead of, maybe stop, but when it's time for you to take your rest.
All right. Does that mean Lily will be taking watch while I rest and I'll go
Yes,
rest?
but maybe tell Lily to, to pull us in safe.
All right, if you think it's wise.
I do.
So the idea here is that we're going to get to a place where we can all long rest, or we're trying to do it in motion.
I mean, I
don't know
still
about
think
them.
we'll need.
I'm already long rested.
Yeah. You're 1 hour into
Yeah.
it. but
I think we'll still need to keep watch, is what I'm thought. But I don't want us to keep going north just yet.
So we're okay
really?
with stopping?
I don't know.
I mean, for a couple more hours, I'm fine with that to get further away from that. I'm just saying we should talk.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'd at least like to get 2 to 3 hours away from that.
I'm good with
place
that,
before we-
for sure.
Okay.
So that's going to require another dice roll
both.
now for your.
Should I just roll the next 2 hours if we're gonna kind of go through? Okay.
Well, if we are going to keep going through, unless there's stuff in between.
That's what he said, 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
to
roll
3 hours.
twice then.
Well, let me grab that card so I can see what
Roll it
happens.
well. Roll it well.
I got my Civ's coins here ready.
All right.
Be good, be good.
Oh,
Which was that?
it's an 8. A bag of grain falls off.
All right, so I will note that down, and it is. You guys can all roll perception. Well, everybody except Uggo can roll perception to see if anybody notices the bag going off. Civ, you have advantage from TK421.
Thank you, TK.
Fahima, you have advantage from Amara72
Thank
AU, but it is
you.
blocked by Lambent Zerker. Excuse me. James, you have advantage from Patyrus Stormblade,
Thank you,
and Lily,
Patyrus.
you have advantage from A.G. McLeod.
Thank you, Aging Cloud.
Also, some cards. Civ, you got 3. In fact.
Wow.
Storm of Blades, Hobo Viking, and Caliph.
Storm of Blades, Hobo Viking, and Caliph.
Yep.
Thank you.
Also, there's a Force of Good from Ella Simnire that is roll to find out who gets it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Ellen Simnair.
And that is a 5, goes to Lily. And there's a Force of Evil from Lata Leche is also a roll. And
Lata leche.
that's a 2.
No, come on.
That's what happens when you have
One.
too much leche.
Lata Leche.
I rolled a dirty 20 on perception, so
Okay.
I got a
maybe-
17.
And I got a 16.
All right, so
A 0.
Lily is certainly the first one to notice that the bag of grain falls off. As you're going, it lands with a thud, splitting open and spilling into
So I'll
the.
pop up and just be like, oh, we lost a bag of grain.
I'll pull us to a stop, jump out, run back there. Instead of taking a bunch of time, I'm just gonna try to salvage what's left of the bag. And
Yeah, you lose at least half of it.
I'll mend. I can help with mending. I can help
Oh,
with prestidigitation to clean it.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, mend it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can get actually quite a bit of the grain back up. That's using magic. You mend the bag after you prestidigitate all the individual grains off the ground into the bag, mend it back up, and I would say you lost 25% of one bag, which is a pretty
Not bad.
insignificant amount.
Salvageable.
Yeah. What are our cards?
never give up, never surrender.
Nice.
The amulet will not let you give anything else but your best. On your next damage roll, roll your hit die until you roll the highest possible roll. If it is a D8, until you roll a D8. I'm confused.
Until you
by that.
roll
You
an
keep
8.
rolling until you get an 8.
Okay.
It's a D8.
Count how many times you have to roll until you get it and add that number to your damage. Oh, so you want to roll bad until, okay,
Oh, okay.
sweet.
I love that card because I still have by Grabthar's hammer.
Slots of Galaxy
Same,
Quest.
yeah.
Okay, who's knocking? You are gifted a single cast of knock.
Oh, that's great.
I don't even have to see page 254. I know that.
in the player's handbook, but you must tell a knock-knock joke with the DM. Yes. All right, fine.
Love that.
Done.
What's knock?
Knock is unlocks anything, even magic locks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
But it
it's
works
real
on
good.
magical locks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh.
why I love it.
It's fantastic.
Forward, Civ. Handle of many forms. A 6-inch silver handle that can take the form of any object with a handle, sword, shield, hook, etc. Any roll made with this item grants +2 to the roll, and it has 1d4 uses. And I'll roll that now.
Cool.
Oops, I'll roll in the box. 1.
Oh, whammy.
Woof. Okay, so I got a +2 to
Make a
roll.
nice cup of tea with it or something.
Yeah.
+2 to your cup of tea.
All yours?
Yeah, that's it.
Evil.
Oh, you
Two.
go. Go for it.
Evil from Latte Leche. Utter nonsense. The party is inexplicably struck by the urge to utter nonsense. For 2 rounds of combat, or 10 minutes outside of combat, wow, I can't say combat today, the party receives -5 to all skill and ability checks they make requiring speech. Additionally, all spells with a vocal component receive -5 to their rolls, as the party can only utter nonsense. That's awful.
That's
When does
crazy.
that kick in?
Now, because if it's out of combat,
Yeah.
Minutes.
now.
Well, actually, yeah, it can give me -5 on my Vardo card.
Oh,
yeah.
but does that speech? That doesn't require
Speech.
your Vardo card.
Speech.
No.
Oh yeah, it's skill and ability checks that require speech.
Speech, yeah.
Yeah.
So like persuasion, deception,
So I guess
intimidation.
to make this fair, it would probably kick in next
really?
time we have any kind of encounter with someone, right? Because we're
Yeah.
not really doing that right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, it does say 10 minutes out, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the next time we encounter anything.
Anything.
NPC.
Combat or
monster.
no.
yeah, I would say anytime we want it to go off. So the next time you need to do something requiring speech, whether it's cast a spell. Like if
Well,
you're,
it's the party.
Right.
Unfortunately,
party?
it says
Oh,
the
my.
party twice on here, so sorry, y'all.
No, it's okay.
So when we get to town, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
yeah. Lily.
I'm getting a whole outfit over here. So I got Cousin Clem's rubber boots. I also got his friendship bracelet earlier. An old stinky pair of rubber boots appear. Put them on and gain immunity to electrical damage for 1 round and resistance for 5 rounds.
Nice.
Be warned, wearing them for more than an emergency invites a case of toe rot.
Man, you can just like gear up and have
Yeah.
resistance to
I'm going in.
everything.
Yeah. I got
Frostlights.
2 forces of good for me from
Yay.
Lotta Leche. Thank you, Lotta Leche. I appreciate that. One is Blood of My Blood. Viewer submitted DM Force of Good. For 1 combat encounter, each time a player character hits or succeeds on a hit roll, add 1 point to the next D20 roll of an antagonistic character of your choice.
Oof.
Nice.
And then I got another DM viewer submitted DM Force of Good. Life is pain. You may negate 1 awesome roll, nat 20, of your choice, turning it into pain, a natural 1.
Oof.
And all while Jorl sympathizes in the background.
So you do that to us.
Yeah.
Man.
Anything else before I roll this 3rd hour?
Roll in the box.
All right.
Roll in the box.
Roll that out.
Yeah, all I have to say is
It's
That's how I go sleeping. All right.
less exciting when the outcome is going to be negative.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Roll in the box.
We need a sad box.
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's it.
Oh, it's a 1.
Nat 1.
Man, I can have.
Break a wheel. I can mend it.
Okay, yeah. So you
Slowly.
you break. Oh yeah. Now you have to do your negative. Well, actually,
No,
mending it
no.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
But it's just like, I imagine a whole wheel broken, it would take us like a hot minute.
It
to
certainly
mend.
does slow you down, and now it is getting into the dead of night. As you guys are on,
Just camp.
yeah, as you guys are on the road, you must have hit something. The wheel snaps, and you a chirai are fluttering, and feathers are flying, and things kind of skid to a stop.
I feel like this is turning into Oregon Trail.
Yeah, we're all
To
gonna
cross
die
the
of
river.
We're all gonna get
and I've already got
Dysentery.
dysentery.
Actually, I'll go. I need you to roll a Constitution check to find out if your long rest is disturbed.
Oh no.
Lovely.
That's fine.
But you do have advantage from the Carson, but it was blocked by Grim Fated.
That's fine.
This face is for you, Grimfade.
It's still jolly,
That's so
dude. You can't unjolly it now.
Better?
Still jolly
No.
Your
friend.
eyes are smiling.
You got
Your
risky.
eyes are smiling.
Oh,
No. Yeah, it's
That one.
interrupted.
Yeah.
One.
No.
Yeah, so not only are, the jostling wakes you.
Hold on, I have nice save. The next saving throw of any kind that you roll a 1 on, you get to re-roll.
All right, nice save.
let's see.
Yeah, Grimfade.
Who's the card from?
Still look nice.
That card was from the Wookiee King.
Nice.
It's not like a machine gun.
It's a 6.
All right.
Actually, with a con, it's 11.
Yeah, you still are roused from your sleep.
Okay.
And so you are not. There's not a full
gotcha.
long rest. You got a short rest.
Cool.
We're all right.
Does that help my current max go up?
Sadly,
at all?
no.
Yeah, I didn't
no,
think
you need
so.
a long rest in order to.
Good.
Of course, last week, to remind the viewers, one of the effects of the necrotic damage you took from Vargan's blood form was that your maximum hit points were reduced until a long rest. So you have not.
Mine got knocked down 10 as well.
So are you guys going to stop? Is that the
Yeah,
right
we're just
understanding?
gonna set up camp. That
Because
way
you-
she
It's
can
okay, I'll go
mend the
just broke
wheel.
And go back
fine.
to sleep.
Why'd you break it?
It was an accident. Go back to sleep.
Well, now I'm up.
You should go back to
you
sleep.
should go back.
I don't know if I could.
Exactly. Exactly.
Amazing.
Nailing it.
Totally up.
I have been that guy.
So you
I'm
guys-
not going no.
You guys pull the Bardo over. Mefima, you get to work mending the wheel. Everybody else is sort of dealing with the Achirai and situating them to make sure that they can hunker down and get some rest as well. And you guys are going to bed?
Well, she needs to mend the wheel.
Yeah.
Do you mind keeping the first watch?
I will. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine. You stay.
Aren't you injured? Or
Well, yeah,
drained?
yes, but I'll get the. I was able to rest a little, and I'll get back to sleep at next watch.
I'm taking the first watch because I need to mend this, right?
Because you're still mending, at least for now. Yes.
Sure. So Lily, go back to bed, I guess.
Thank you.
All right. So you curl up in your bunk.
night,
The two of
everyone.
you are up. You're busily
Trying
mending.
to fix a wheel.
Yeah, working on reconstituting the wooden wagon wheel and concentrating at looking at the other wheel, looking back at the broken wheel, looking at the other, trying to put
Digit's
picture in your
trying to
mind.
help as best
Yeah.
he can, or it can.
Roll a perception check
Yes.
for your watch. James, you have advantage from change box.
Thank you, change box.
Am I rolling?
Fahiva, are you rolling as well? Or are you just working on the wheel?
I can't do both.
I would say no, you wouldn't be
Okay.
able to keep watch while you're working on the wheel.
15.
Okay. We got some love from the brush of Ty?
T.
No.
Hi.
Ty?
Oh, it's Ty?
T-H-A-I now. I don't know if it's new or
brush of
it's
Ty.
changed.
Brush
It's,
of
it's
Ty.
keeping me on my toes. Just Jules, Calith, La Cosa Nostra, and Calcaneus. Thank you for the balloons. I appreciate it. While I'm stopped, might as well give this card to Ugo from Hobo Viking. It's a force of good.
Thank you, Hobo Viking.
It was probably
I
always
hope you
brush
find a
with
home.
Ty.
Maybe.
And so your first
Yes.
period of time of watch goes by without any
Right.
bent.
I got the knick-knack of doom.
Oh no.
It's a force of good, so hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Hobo Viking. A shelf with many knickknacks appears at a spot of the player's choosing. An enemy within 20 feet of the shelf must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw to resist touching an item. On a fail, they turn into a tiny knickknack and can't act for 1 round.
Nice.
An attack with a magical weapon on them during that round deals double damage
Nice.
and immediately ends the effect.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I will take that
Yeah.
for sure.
So I'll try to build a small fire and help Fahima as best I can.
Okay, roll a survival check. You have advantage from Dream Blaze.
If you fail, I'm just gonna reach out my hand.
I got a 19.
Okay, you can do yourself.
so I thought it.
Fahima's busy working on the wheel.
I believe it or
Just
not.
imagine her being like,
I'm not.
she goes back to me.
I did grow up on a farm. I can build a fire. It's just been a
Takes
while.
him 20 minutes.
No, I got this. No, hang
Doing
on.
it with like 2 sticks.
Do I do it clockwise or counter? I don't. It's fine. I've got it.
It's
There's literally a firebird on her shoulder.
No. It's fine. Don't worry.
All right, so
We'll create some shapes in your little fire once you create it.
That's very nice.
so as the night progresses, your watch goes by without event.
Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes, actually. And I'd like to speak quietly just because I'm not quite ready to share with the rest of the party yet, if that's all right.
Of course.
So I want to speak quietly as to not be heard. I mean, they're all sleeping.
Yep.
I have the book.
Yes.
I kept it.
Good.
Good.
Well, I mean, we may want to destroy it, but I mean, I'm glad that you have it now.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
We still have the old one.
Yes, I assumed everyone would say we have to destroy it right away because it's dark.
I mean, I think we probably should because, I mean, it's dark, but also she can track us with it, probably.
Yes, so when I picked it up, I talked to her, to Calcutta, the Ashen Mage.
Okay.
She appeared before me as if we had some sort of link, and she was dressed in a cloak that was black at the top and started to fade into gray.
Okay.
And I saw just her chin, nothing else.
Okay.
And it was gray. I don't really know what that means.
Why? What did she say?
Well, she said, it's nice to get a look at you for real for once. To me.
Interesting. That's a very interesting way to word something.
Right. As if...
There was something, I think it was, what's his name? Yon Mo. Or someone said earlier that implied as if she'd been watching us.
But hasn't seen us, of course. Maybe we've been described to her?
Maybe.
Something?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I asked her where she was, and she said she's in the mountains.
Great.
So we have to be prepared for that.
I mean, it's what we suspected,
But
I don't know if I'm comforted by that or not.
all of this I could have told to the party, and I planned to, but the most disturbing thing that happened was she seemed to know of me specifically, and she offered me an apprenticeship with her.
Fascinating.
As we've killed her former apprentice, of course.
Yes.
And to follow our quest for power. I just
Is
want
that what
to,
she said?
I just want to say that I told her I might set her book on fire.
Uh-huh.
But
Yes.
I do admit that the prospect is enticing. Not to become her apprentice, but
No.
she...
I know what you mean. I'm glad you brought this to me.
Figured you might be familiar with the feeling.
Well, yes, but no. This is not a good idea. I think.
What is it?
I mean, I know we've been in need of information. We've been in need of, intel, whatever you want to call it, about her and about whatever the source of her power and the nature of her power is, and we've been finding out more of it, and that's what I was trying to do before we had to be whisked away from the Alabaster Wood. But
I think it would be wise to at least learn more about her and perhaps use this power against her.
Not like this, no. She's entirely in control. It's her playing field. She's able to only reveal what she would like to reveal. And with a woman as powerful as that, I think we could trust that anything she would reveal would be leading us into a trap. And I'm not saying that you're not enticing as an apprentice. This is not to say that. But she stands for everything we're trying to work against. Think of everything. Remember the tower. Remember the hodgepodge. Remember
Right.
all of that. Remember that room with those. Remember the deep reef.
I know, and
No.
and one of the missions that I have is to not be seen. Someone's looking for me. Someone who knows about me, that I'm a Genasi. So you're right. Having this book would be working against that.
Listen, look at yourself. Look how far you've already come. Look how powerful you are. You, in that fight, were incredible.
Thank you.
You don't need her.
So are you.
Thank you.
To think she's creating new spells. She's mixing magic.
And one of them's called corpse storage.
Yeah, some of them are a little unappetizing, but necromancy, I mean, my father always shied away from necromancy because what's the point when you're preserving and observing life? I mean, the body just rots. It can be used for observation and science, but...
If I could reveal a bit, as much good as my power has brought, as my abilities have brought, if given a chance to do it again, I don't know if I would. Now. Because I don't know where this is going for me. I think for us, we're trying to do something good, and I am doing everything I can, sometimes to an insane extent, to get it going in that direction. But the pull of darkness is very real. So much so that it looks like light sometimes.
You don't think we're strong enough to keep it away?
I'm not sure that
Smart enough?
I'm not sure that anyone is. And sometimes the wisest thing you can do is know that there's so much you don't know.
Well, that's certainly true.
But
So what am I supposed to do? I just wish I could talk to her again.
I mean,
What does she
unfortunately, I think
know?
we'll get the chance.
Well, she's a bit safer when she's appearing to me in a spectral form,
I
so
don't
to
know if
speak.
that's true. Neither do you.
So what do we do? Set it on fire?
Maybe we should. I think we should tell everyone first. I think we have a lot to talk about. But maybe we should. Do you want to?
Yeah, I guess.
There's been a lot.
Yeah. I'm just...
I know it feels like you've lost a lot today already.
I just don't want to contribute to the feeling that I can't handle myself.
If anything, I think this says that you can. It says that you don't need her. That you are Fahima Tig.
Not just the daughter of someone.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
I'm so proud of you.
Really?
And I don't know where your father is, but he's a damn fool if he's not proud of you too.
I think he would be.
I hope so. Okay.
All right, I guess we'll tell everyone at 1 in the morning. Thank you.
Of course. Get some rest.
The watch switches over as the fire rages. The campfire continues into the night. Next watch is who?
Lily.
Well, yeah, me.
Okay. Roll a perception check, please, with advantage from Beard Me Strength.
Thanks, Beard Me Strength. Oh, God.
Lily's distracted.
11?
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all get killed in our sleep. Lily turns around and we're dead.
I'll use, well, I don't know if it's gonna make, I'll use 2 of my Civ coins.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
13.
All right.
A little better.
The 13, you still all are dead. No.
No!
The night passes unawares. There was a moment where you sort of started nodding off a little bit, but the amulet flashed and blinked twice and you woke up. So you
I was daydreaming.
yeah, you maintained a watch, and the next shift switches over.
Probably just be me, because I'm assuming you're still out, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on how long. I mean, technically, I think
like
you
you
can
need 4
do
hours,
that for-
probably,
You need
yeah.
at least 4 hours of sleep and then 4 hours of rest, so you can be awake during those 4 hours. But
I assume we'd probably let
6 or
Ugo
2.
sleep,
Yeah,
though.
6.
Yeah.
Due to his...
yeah, the idea is you wouldn't be able to go.
Yeah.
So the night passes uneventful, but as dawn breaks, it starts raining. a very heavy rain starts coming down. The Achirai are a little unhappy with it. They're not fans of the rain, and you hear starts to beat on the top of the Varda, waking everybody up as dawn breaks. It's pouring down rain.
Oh, gods are
Do
angry.
I have a spell for that?
Do we know how close we are to the next
Control
town?
weather?
You have about a day's travel at
Get a
least.
giant umbrella.
Only a day to Daltothum?
No, not to
Marsh.
Dalton, to Marsh.
Oh,
To Marsh?
Where's
Marsh isn't on the map.
It's not on there.
Oh.
It's a small.
Said it
Like
was
we could get there by nightfall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've officially leveled up, except Morgan, right?
Yeah, the long rest happened. If you didn't watch it to the very, very end of last week's episode, past Erevan, everybody leveled as a result of that fight. That kicks in after the first long rest, which just happened halfway through this episode. James wakes up not feeling any more powerful, not feeling any more advanced. In fact, James, roll a perception check for me. You have advantage from Gorbin Played.
Jeff, do I have full max HP now?
You do indeed. Yes. You do indeed. After that you slept like the dead, and you wake up, the necrotic, that necrotic feeling, that burden that was on your body is lifted, and you have your full strength.
Oh, muscles are sore.
And you're more powerful now. You are.
Oh, wow.
What is your perception check?
16.
16. You wake up and you immediately, instinctively reach down to where your arcane focus is, and it's gone.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Huh.
That's the sphere, right?
Yep.
James, you all right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Checks out.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Is any?
Is it all right if I tie up the Achirai and we can get back on the road?
I'll help you.
Hang on. Hang on. Well, yes, maybe we should go ahead and get to Marsh, but
I can tell them on the road. It's fine.
no,
I'm
but
just upset
we should
about
do
it.
that, and I spoke to Fesh yesterday afterwards, and we should talk.
I missed a lot.
Yes, you did, but you deserved it, so that's fine. No, you deserved a rest, is what I mean. Not in the best way. Okay, I didn't.
Thank you.
Of course.
I worked really hard.
Yes, you did.
So, Siv, you get the Chirai tied, and you
Yeah.
start rumbling back on the wheel, newly mended, is rolling, and everything seems to be going. The birds have rested and are moving swiftly, and you've fed them, and you're moving down
I'll
the road.
take it at a slightly slower pace so that we don't get stuck in the mud or the Achirai,
Yeah, it
breaks
is
the
pouring
legs.
down rain. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Has anyone seen my orb?
What?
Yes, it's gone.
Your arcane focus?
That's correct.
You lost it? What kind of wizard are you?
Can't you just
I'm
make
a
another
warlock,
one?
actually. Thanks for the reminder.
Everyone misplaces things. Where did
Lily
you
has one.
Where did you last see it?
Here, on
Lily,
my side.
Did you
Lily has one.
did he get
What do you mean?
did you
I
make
gave her one.
What?
The pearl.
Oh,
I
right.
gave it to her.
The one in the clan.
Right.
you have the pearl?
Yes.
Well, I suppose you could give it to James, and then James could use it for his spells, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Could you cast spells without your orb? Did you drop it? Did you look around the entire
I could
Bardo?
cast some of them, and maybe I could just start using, I guess, components for
Is
the
there
others.
some
but
kind of find my orb thing you can do?
Can't you
tried-
make one?
maybe.
Yeah. Isn't that how you make them?
I found mine, so I don't
You
know.
and Mama made hers.
This
She
one
showed
just
me.
sort of.
Found you?
Can you-
Listen, I think
could
this
you-
very well might be another. Squillage might be unhappy with me. So.
Well, let's get him in here.
I don't know. But
Yeah, I
this
think we
might
all
be
like to have a
another.
word.
This might be another symptom of like the morning on with the salvage man. Is when I woke up and couldn't use my powers.
Great.
Wait, I'm confused.
So
is
am I.
Is it because we defeated this blood creature?
Your
And
guess is as good as mine.
does he like blood creatures?
Not as far as I know.
Well, then what did we do?
No idea.
Can you call upon him?
I would need. I could try. I don't want to do it here on the Vardo.
Well, why don't we wait until we get to Marsh, and then we can find you a nice, quiet place to do it?
I suppose. I don't feel very comfortable with James not having his arcane focus.
I mean, the last time I did it, I almost died. So, and if I don't have an arcane focus, I need pickled octopus tentacle, believe it or not.
Well, they might have that in Marsh.
It's very well possible they could.
I seriously doubt it, considering how far inland we are.
Well, hold on.
Pickled octopus.
Nope.
It's a real D&D thing, for those of you who don't know.
I have a
The spell
basilisk
component for Hunger of a Dog.
I mean, if you were to have octopus tentacle inland, it would probably
It would be pickled, yeah.
Preserve
Why they
forever.
threw that
Guns
little
are gonna
adjective
crack
in
it.
there.
Well, James, what do you want to do? Do you want to?
Wait.
I agree with Civ.
Couldn't you just conjure the tentacle and then you could use it?
Perhaps, but
I still think we should get to Marsh. I still think,
Okay.
Well, we're headed that way right now.
yes. I think,
Who's driving?
Me.
Okay. Yeah, you can pour it on. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shunk.
Yeah, you got your.
conjure him
Viv, I
another.
can take a shift driving if you want.
That's up to you.
Okay.
I don't mind the rain.
All right.
And by the way, the
I'm gonna sit up there
Achiri.
with you. I need a bath. Covered in blood.
True. we are all probably
Yeah,
covered in
those
blood.
sheets on your cart are never going to be the same.
That's true. Yeah, I'll go with when he took the header down on his bunk. It's funny. That is so true. The Achiri, by the way, because they have that loyalty feat, good pick, by the way. Persevere through the rain and are not complaining, not putting up a fuss, not misbehaving in any way. They're moving forward. They're loyal.
If one of them gets tired, I'll just swap it out with the one in the back, so they're constantly rotating and staying, somewhat fit and healthy.
I'll make breakfast for everyone.
Okay, on the Vardo, yeah, you guys are
yeah, it's a
moving
little
along.
stovetop.
Everyone
it's
hasn't
food
eaten in a
truck.
long time.
Yeah, this is the it's the RV living.
I'm going to be sitting and I think pouring through my tome, my Book of Shadows, and seeing if there's.
You notice that it is also missing.
Oh hell.
What?
What?
Well, it's that's not a coincidence then. My book is missing as well.
Oh,
Your
great.
book of spells.
That's right.
So you can't cast anything.
Did you put it in the bag? I'm gonna.
No, I did not.
The bag of holding and also that bag that he gave me. I'm just gonna reach around.
I'll go
so-
drive while he does
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got it.
As you reach around inside in the bag, you feel squishy parts that the Ugo had put inside.
Right.
Oh,
You feel
God.
something hard and smooth and flat, and as you kind of move your hand past that, a beam of light shoots out of the bag of holding, and then you keep moving it
Dragon
around.
scale.
Yeah, and you continue searching around inside. You do not find.
Nope. Sorry.
I still
Whoa.
think I try to make Digit show up.
Can you do that?
I believe I can.
It's
I didn't
it's
get
a
my
cantrip,
I didn't
right?
get
So-
my tome till 3rd level.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. You can make Digit show up.
Yeah. Okay.
The disembodied hand erupts.
Something.
Digit! Does Digit get hungry?
No. Digit has no mouth, nor stomach, nor brain, nor anything that would make him a sentient being.
It's a conjuration,
Why did
yes?
you give him a name?
I didn't remember. Lily and Fahima did.
Oh.
Sounds like a nice, simple life.
I like
Probably.
to anthropomorphize a lot of things.
I see
What does
that.
that mean?
Oh, Lily can look on the bright side of not being sentient.
That's great.
All right, so this is a rainy, miserable journey with mud kicking up. Ugo, you climb to the front and you put your arms out and feel the rain wash over you, and it mixes with the blood and it washes it off your body. And
I'm assuming he's driving while that's happening and not doing that while I'm driving.
yeah. I'm
we
sorry.
can be handing reins back.
Yeah.
Perhaps I didn't keep track of who was driving.
It's all good.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Someone's always driving.
Yeah, I mean, this is a long day. This is a miserable, wet, rainy drive. You make meals. You guys are making it happen as you continue down the road.
You know, one positive thing, they're not going to be able to track us.
True.
Right?
They won't be able to smell our tracks anyways.
Civ, how are we doing on gold? Considering, I mean, it might be nice to get a room at an inn once we get to this town.
Oh,
I
that
can get us
sounds
a room in
nice.
it in no problem.
Oh, good.
Great. And I can get us free
sounded
drinks.
like a threat.
You like some sort of hospitality union or something?
No, I just usually inns are happy to have me perform and trade for.
Great.
Oh.
Good idea. Okay, that's nice. It'd be nice to hear you play something.
We have love shown to us from Damon7, Wonderlund, Newbie New 7, Pignash, Beard Me Strength, MTG Theorist 253, and others. Thank you very much. So again, this is a long day. We'll kind of fast forward through it if you guys are cool with that.
I do need to share my big news with them.
Oh, please share your big news.
There's something I would like to share with all of you. If I could have your ear for a moment.
Absolutely.
When I picked up the book of that Vargan was carrying, I still have it here, I spoke with the Ashen Mage.
What do you mean you spoke with her?
She appeared before me.
Like you could see her?
Yes.
Like normal size?
She was kind of like a spectral-ish. She was like a
Yeah, I
vision.
mean, she wasn't shimmering or translucent or anything. She was as if standing before you.
Oh, so it wasn't like a... Okay.
Spellcasters, I think, can maintain a pretty powerful connection with their spell books. So, I mean,
So we should assume that she knows everything since we picked up the book.
for now, yes.
She could track us.
Right,
That's
she's
correct.
tracking us right now.
And possibly listening.
Is there anything in the book that's
Well, that's good.
Useful.
Because I hope she's listening. Because we're going to kill her.
I'm gonna shut my cloak.
Oh, I think she already knows.
Put it under a pillow.
we could put it in
La,
the
la,
bag
la,
of
la.
holding, and
Right.
perhaps if it takes it to another realm, she wouldn't be able to track it as easily.
You guys surprise me all the time. I really thought everyone was gonna tell me to set this book on fire immediately.
Maybe we should.
I didn't even think about that. That sounds like a great idea.
It's actually a very good
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I like it.
You can put it in our little cook stove.
Are there any cons? Are there any cons to not lighting it on fire? I mean, there are some spells in there but I mean,
But they're all copied. Maybe we should double check that they're copied into that other book.
Is it safe?
Right?
I mean, maybe we should destroy them both, to be honest.
It was safe for me, in a sense. I just
What
want
did
to-
she say to you?
Well, she said to follow my quest for power, and that she's in the mountains, so we have to be prepared for that. She wouldn't tell me exactly where, and I told her that I might burn her book, and she said that would be a shame. But I think it's because she offered me an apprenticeship with her.
Of course she did. She's feeling weak, and she's starting to realize that we're more of a threat.
She is trying to split us.
Yes, it's exactly what I would do.
Yep.
I've made a pros and cons list for if we should burn or not burn the book,
I was hoping.
Amazing.
but I need some cons.
Right. No, I know.
It causes fire.
It's got It's
Okay.
got spells that we could use.
Might make our food taste weird.
True.
It's worth money.
If you burn it, will it explode?
God, let's
I don't
not
know, maybe.
sell it to some fool somewhere.
No.
Who knows? Because
Well-
5 years down the line, that person might be.
Is it something we should... You said you talked to Fesh.
I did.
Is it something we should give to him?
I don't trust it with anyone, honestly. I'd rather burn it than give it to anyone.
Absolutely agree.
But I think
Yeah, I
also
agree.
the pro of hanging on to it is that I can learn more about her, and
But you would only learn what she wants you to learn, and that's.
Yeah.
I could always learn from the copy as well.
Wait, isn't there a way for you to use her book to figure out where she is, or to curse her from afar, or track her, or something?
Not exactly. Not that I can think of. Oh, yes, we have an item that belongs to her. Not yet, but there are spells later on, hopefully, if we continue to grow more powerful, that would allow you to keep an eye on someone if you have an object that belongs to them.
That's a good point. I don't know if it outweighs the cons, but it's definitely a pro.
Well, we could destroy the majority of it and
We
just
have-
keep a small piece.
It's true.
And we have other things of hers.
Could you use it to make other magic?
Yes.
You could use it to create new magic.
The flame whip that she used during the fight, for instance.
Use it so you could use the magic against her.
Right.
Yes.
But the trade-off is, again, that she has a direct line to us whenever she wants.
Is there a way to block it
explanation.
somehow so that she doesn't have that connection, like putting it in the bag of holding?
Maybe.
Do you know if that breaks the connection or
I
not?
don't know.
Can
for
I
certain.
roll an Arcana check to see if that would, or can you tell us if it would?
You can roll an Arcana check. You have advantage from Fallstar, but it was blocked by Lambent Zerker.
I was going to cast Guidance, but that's part of my tome, and so no, I can't.
Oh no!
What are you gonna do?
Oh, your trademark.
Warlocks,
is
what are you
gone.
going to do?
What is it? It's a 12 plus 8.
Nice.
20, dirty 20. You have no idea. You've never seen a book like this before, right?
Pull out the other one, Civ.
What do I know about tracking spells having an item of the person in relation to this?
I mean, you've certainly heard of scrying. You've heard of the ability to use items to view where people are, but I don't think you have any knowledge of, certainly the book itself is inscrutable to you on a number of levels, and what it is capable or how it is linked to her, I think is beyond your experience level.
Okay, I don't know.
So we'll pull out the other one, the first one we found.
From the bag of holding?
Yep.
And do they seem like exact copies?
They do. They are handmade, which is very odd.
Very odd.
But and they are made from multiple materials. Even the what is used to scrawl the spells themselves are made from inks, but also odd things, blood, strange things that don't look like either of those.
Gross.
But page by page, it is as if that is a copy. It certainly was.
So yeah, I'll be checking like random pages and.
Yeah, it seems to be made slavishly. Even though it looks almost improvised and crazy, manic, and like things were crossed out, the same thing in both books.
Makes me think I should create a backup of my book.
What did Mage look like?
Well, she was completely cloaked in black to gray, and I only saw her chin.
Was it good chin? Was there a dimple? Just kidding. I'm
Can
sorry.
you describe her chin for us, Jeff? In
Oh,
great
it's
detail.
like it's full chin butt.
Heart
No,
shapes? Heart shapes?
no, it was pointy.
Pointy.
Pointy
Were
gray.
there any defining marks or jewelry or rings or anything that we could use to?
You only described the cloak, right?
Yeah, you didn't see any appendages. She stood with a shadow over her face, and with that hood over, and you just saw the movement of a mouth and this cloak that went from black to gray, as if what's the word?
Gradient?
Gradient. Yes.
So I didn't see her mouth?
You saw it move, yeah.
The flesh
Were
of
her-
her chin, how did it look?
It was gray.
Were her lips
It didn't
gray?
look. It didn't look rotting or anything like that.
Were her lips gray?
Yes.
What kind of creatures have gray skin? Lots of them, probably.
Drow.
Yeah. There's a list, but yeah. I don't think that would reveal anything to you in particular about. You didn't get a good enough look at. You get a small piece of a chin. I don't think you
Was
can
her-
draw any conclusions of the kind of creature.
Tall? Was she skinny? Like
Tall and skinny, for sure.
tall and skinny? As tall as Fahima or taller?
Taller.
How much taller?
How tall is Fahima?
I think I'm regular human size.
Yeah, she's a
like
medium
my height.
creature. She was not a large. She was not a large. She's a medium humanoid, slight, but you couldn't really. I mean, it's a cloak. It's a cloaken figure. So there's not much.
We could
drawn.
just put them in the bag of holding for now. You can think about it and then decide before we get to Marsh whether or not you want to destroy it. Trying to burn a book right now while we're traveling down the road is not going to be, well, I take that back. Normally it would be difficult, but we have you.
I don't think it's a good idea, but if we just assume she knows everything going forward while we still have them, then
We seem to, I mean, we heard,
she now knows we are going to Marsh.
and I mentioned it to her, to Fema last night, but if there was some sort of implication that she had been watching us anyway.
Even without the books.
Right. Earlier, remember Jan Mo or someone said, am I misremembering
I have a
that?
terrible memory, so I don't know.
It was something along the lines of that we won't be a danger, that we won't, there seemed to be an implication that someone had been watching us.
But that could be hearsay, of course. I mean,
Could
we're
be.
getting to be known around
But
certain
it
parts.
sounded-
Maybe she
it
can
sounded
tap
educated.
into the amulet.
Oh, I doubt it.
The amulet was lost for a long time.
She may have had possession.
What about this? What
No.
if she is listening via this book? I'd like to explore being clever with it, misguiding her in some way, right?
Now she knows that's just what you want to do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's
It's a good idea. It's a
Let's
great
toss them
idea.
both in the bag of holding for now and revisit this and see, because waiting until they're in the bag of holding, I think that's probably a good idea, but we'll see.
What do you think, Lily? Pros, cons?
Well, they're pretty even, to be honest. I think put it in the bag of holding. Sounds good. See
Put it in
what
that little
happens.
demi-plane, wherever it is inside the bag of holding, and we'll
I
see.
mean, I think destroying it is a good idea. I'm a bit apprehensive to put all that into our little stove here. I don't know what it will do when we burn it.
Right.
It's also made
I-
of skin, so the smell would
so I
probably
feel like
be
we
We
terrible.
wouldn't do that. We'd put it outside and I'd just light it up. Absolutely.
Sure.
Be my
That would be
pleasure.
kind of cool.
It would be cool. Maybe we should do
Do
that
fireworks as well?
like a celebration. Yeah, or use it as like a flare if someone gets lost.
Oh, yeah.
There's
follow
lots
the
of
burning
good
book.
uses. Yeah.
All right.
I think James finds himself like laughing sometimes and then and then reaching for his arcade focus or something and just because yeah.
All right, so this conversation continues and the debate rages, but the travel lasts throughout the day. It is rain. The rain subsides at a certain point, and then starts again. It is a, like I said, it's a long journey through the day, and the Achirai need multiple swaps out. You are everything's soggy on the top of the Vardo, but as dusk begins to fall and the Chirai pick up pace and move forward, you guys come down the road into what looks like civilization again. Looks like a little town. It is a small town, and as you pull up, again, the rain beating down as you arrive, had not started too long ago, but it is raining hard again. And as you make your way, you see a little signpost that says Marsh, and you
Is there like a population or anything?
No. It is a small. It looks like a very small burg. This is not a bustling town. This is not even as large as Winkburg. This is a small establishment. It's a farming town mostly, and it's clear as you pull in that most of it, it's pouring down rain. It's kind of dark. The clouds are dark. It's getting to be dusk, but you don't see any activity in the town. You'd see a few sporadic structures, and they're down a rise, down a hill. You see some farmland, but there is, as you pull off the road, there is a large tavern. It seems to be sort of the one of the larger structures in the town, and that is where all the activity it seems to be happening right now. There are it's illuminated by lanterns. There's smoke wafting gently from the chimney, and the rain continues to pelt the roof of that structure, but the entire place glows warmly in the dark, cloudy day.
That looks nice.
As we're getting here, has anybody been here before?
No.
No.
It's yeah. I mean, it's not too far from Kippleton and where I grew up. It's probably a few days' ride, but
For future reference, I haven't been anywhere except for Axbright, other than where we've all been together.
Same, except actually is Bingle in my case.
Oh, right.
As you pull up, you hear the sounds of singing and joviality permeating from this place. It's coming out the windows, and it carries across the ground into your ears. And there are lanterns all tied together and strung around the circumference of this tavern. On the porch are several trees that have been cut down and propped up, nailed to planks of wood, decorated with colorful streams of ribbon and tinsel. All manner of ripe fruits and vegetables are hanging from their branches. There are carrots and apples and sweet potatoes and turnips decorating these trees, a colorful jubilee of the harvest, decorating these trees that are lined up on the front of the tavern. Gourds and pumpkins and baskets of acorns and chestnuts surround the trees on all sides. And there are signs saying, "Welcome strangers." and paintings of a kindly old man with a bushy red mustache and wiry red hair peeking out from a wide-brimmed straw hat, wearing overalls. You recognize this immediately, especially you, Uggo, as being the customary depiction of the custodian, the god of land, harvest, family, and
What is I was just about to ask, is this a indication of a religious ceremony or a holiday?
It certainly seems like there's a celebration inside, yeah.
I mean, I just...
you could roll a religion
yeah,
check.
yeah.
You have advantage from the brush of tea.
Tie?
Ty?
It's TI now. I think there's multiple people. They're messing with me.
Maybe he forgot his like password to sign in and had to make a new account.
11.
11. So you definitely know of the holiday of Stranger's Fete, which is a holiday that dates back all the way to the time right after the War of Ideas, when all knowledge was lost and everyone was a stranger to one another. And Stranger's Fete is all about welcoming strangers, doing nice things to strangers, and giving gifts and celebrating the harvest. It is a time of celebration at the end of the year. It is a time to, it's kind of a combination of Christmas and Thanksgiving, frankly. It is celebrating the harvest and the bounty of the harvest, and it is all about also meeting new people, and there is a tradition. Well, you only had 11, so you don't know the traditions. But
does this happen in Thornlands?
no.
I'll roll actually too. I mean, I feel like maybe given that James lived on a farm until he was like 8.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be at least pretty familiar.
Yeah, roll. You have advantage. Scully is my homegirl. Gave you advantage for a religion check.
Thank you, Scully. Yeah, that is a 15.
Yeah, so you definitely are familiar with Stranger's Fete as well. It is a rural holiday, and the custodian is a rural god. It is the god of the land, of the harvest. It is a god that is considered to be responsible for, people pray to it to have a good harvest, to have a good year, to have a lot of produce. And this is the customary time when you come together and meet one another. There is a tradition of everyone not sharing their names or taking fake names or wearing masks sometimes. In some localities, you wear masks. But it is all about being anonymous for a short period of time, or pretending to be anonymous even if you know each other very well. And then there's a ceremony where everyone says something about themselves that maybe everyone doesn't know. It's about welcoming people and pretending with people you know well that you don't know them, and there's things about them that you can learn.
I'd forgotten.
You make this up, Jeff. You should write books. Good.
I write this.
Jeff, is the custodian known as the custodian in Thorn?
Yeah, I think that's about as much.
Cool.
We don't know if that's the true name of the god, but that's certainly what.
How we know.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's not a god of Axbrite, is it? I forgot what I told you.
That's not one of the main gods of Axbrite, no. But Axbrite is more on the rural side than Turles, certainly. So you probably would be familiar with those customs, and certainly this is a very traditionally benevolent god. This is a god that has, large pockets and throws fruits and berries to children. This is like the god of, it's like his old grandpa. He has a big red bushy mustache, and everyone loves him. So you see that these signs, and you sort of recognize the decoration and the presentation of the bounty on the porch. And as you pull up, you hear in the rain, you hear this lovely sort of jovial music, laughter, and happiness happening from inside. And out front, a couple of hundred yards, not 100 yards, a couple of 100 feet away, you hear a woman standing in the rain, and she is yelling. She is clearly distraught and trying to find her son, whose name I wrote down and I can't find it. She says, Ethan, where are you? Ethan! Oh, it's Ethan!
Stop the cart.
I think this is when utter nonsense will kick in. -5 on all of our skill and ability checks requiring speech for 10 minutes.
That's fine, I guess.
So do you even say stop the cart? Or
Yes, yes. I mean, I don't think it requires a persuasion check, but it's...
Gleeful the goofs.
Stop.
All right. I'm stopping.
Madam, is everything all right?
My son Ethan. We were celebrating Stranger's Fete, and he got some fireworks, and I told him to go outside, and it started raining. I don't know he's gone to.
Okay.
I'm worried. I've been looking all over.
How old is he?
Oh, he's only 8. I don't know where he's been. I'm so worried he wandered off and got himself in trouble. Please help me.
What's his favorite place to go?
Well, certainly not around here. But yeah, he loves going into the warm hearth, and that's where we were. And he came out because I told him no fireworks inside, boy. But
I have an idea, and I'm going to hand the reins over to Uggo because he's up there with me. I'm just going to scale the nearest building. That way I can actually scan around the immediate area.
Okay,
or if there's like a pole or something sticking up out of the ground, just the first thing I can climb up so I can look around.
yeah, I mean, you can get to the top of that that tavern if you like,
Sure.
or there are probably signposts and things. They're not too high.
Whatever the tallest thing is that's in the immediate area.
Well, there's nothing that's really over 1 story tall.
Okay.
So you could get up to the top of that tavern. In fact, if you climbed up, you would be passing lanterns that are, in the rain. You're scampering up and looking around. It is pouring down rain. Your visibility is not great, but you can roll a perception check. You have advantage from TK421.
James, is this part of
Sweet.
celebration?
A missing child? No.
I got a 23.
Yeah, you look around very, you can see through the rain. You're picking out stuff. You see actually, a pretty good sight of what Marsh is, and there's not even really a main street. It is a bunch of disparate buildings, small hovels, a shop here or there, but mostly farms that are sort of loosely associated with one another, and this tavern that is sort of the center of the town. But you don't notice any children.
I think we can help.
Please.
Fahima, you've got a spell that's a lot like fireworks, don't you?
I do.
I sort of walk with Fahima sort of out into the middle of the street, and I'll call out, "Fireworks, free for all to see! Come one, come all! Fireworks!" Go ahead.
Yep. I'll what's
Actually, it's more like philosophy.
I like how we all start speaking bad Flemish.
Which is nonsense.
Right.
Yeah, I'll find a safe clearing for this. I don't want to hurt anybody. And I'll produce flame in my hand, throw it up in the air, and cast pyrotechnics on it and create fireworks.
Okay. So it does it, and you actually hear some cheering from inside the and just some people pointed it out as it was
When
happening.
she does that, can I run around the edge of the building that I'm on, looking in the alleyways
Yep.
to see because it lights up the area,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
To see if I can see anything at that point.
Rain is still coming down, but yes, you can roll another perception check with advantage from TK421.
Nice idea.
Kid wants fireworks.
Nat 20.
You, with a nat 20, you don't, as it lights up, you spy down in one of the back alleys. You see not a child, but some footprints as the rain pummels them that look like they could be smaller and fresher in the mud. As it had rained and then it stopped and then it rained again, and so they're not super clear, but with your natural 20, you spy these footprints that look like they're leading to a cellar door.
Okay, just as a side note, my background is street urchin, so I can navigate. I know this isn't a city, but I can navigate cities and towns quickly.
Yep.
Urban
So
settings.
I'm gonna run to the edge of the building, and as I flip off the building, I'm gonna shout, "Fahima, over here!"
Yeah.
Does he want me to do fireworks again?
No, let's
we're
go
supposed
to
to
him.
follow
Yes,
him?
yeah, let's follow.
Let's go over
All right. Yeah, so we'll
And then
run towards him, and I'll have some flames at the ready.
All right. And you run over to where you're still perched on the top of the building?
No, run, jump, flip off
You okay?
to where I see the footprints.
All right, roll an acrobatics check, please. You have advantage from Ben Wesserick.
Thank you, Ben. 18.
Yeah, so you do that, land plunk in the mud, but you land on your feet, and you were pointing, and all of you kind of can tell that there seem to be tracks leading, and the woman is, tell me if you say anything. And it's to one of those, underground cellar doors that open out like that.
Right.
Etham? Etham!
And you hear whimpering inside.
Aww.
Locked?
Yeah.
Let me.
No, it's not locked.
Oh, never mind. You go ahead.
I was going to pick it even if it was locked, but I'll open the door.
Yeah, and it's dark down there, but you can see in the corner still lit and kind of burning as one of those sparklers burning, sparks.
Is that creating light?
Inside?
At the bottom of the stairs, yeah.
I mean, it's dark. We have dark vision.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't see anything. You just see, that's all you see.
Gotcha,
And there's, it sort of leads off into a deeper area of the...
understand you.
Etham?
All right.
Behemoth?
Yep.
I'm gonna, actually Meep is gonna cast Control Flames, 60 feet range if it's 60 feet away, and just double the brightness of that light.
Okay, and the light illuminates the dark area, and you don't see anything more because the chamber sort of goes off deeper, but it is certainly brighter down there.
Are we able to tell what kind of building this is a cellar to?
It looks like it's a cellar to the tavern.
Good question.
Okay.
Did you say my name?
I was just saying, do you have like a torch or something we can go in with?
Of course. I'll conjure flames.
Yep.
I'll go. Just going into there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Careful.
Just by yourself?
No.
I'm assuming they're coming with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody moves down, and as you guys walk down, there's this firework that is now twice as large, and this shooting all kinds of fires. And in the corner, back, tucked away, is this 8-year-old boy, bespectacled, with a tousled mop of brown hair, holding his hand, which looks to be bleeding.
Aww, poor buddy.
I'll go up to him. And
Is he just as tall as Lily? Are they the same height?
Yeah.
are you all right?
Please don't tell me, Mum. I hurt myself.
It's okay.
Give me your hand.
Thank you.
I'll heal him.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody except James, roll a perception check. Fahima, you have advantage from Beard Me Strength, but it was countered by Lambient Zerker. Uggo, you have advantage from Dr. Sparks, and Lily, you have advantage from Ripped Cookie.
I'm
Ambient
assuming I
Circer.
burned through all my advantages.
You did indeed.
Why do you hate me?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Bad, bad.
All right.
Whoa.
I just want to remind you, you have that Nat 20 card, Jeff.
Oh, I do have the Nat 20 card.
just-
Yeah.
9.
That's awesome. Thank you. So the Nat 20, where is it? Oh, here it is. Life is
God.
pain. It turns into a natural
Squelch.
1. Yeah.
Squelch in the cellar?
You may negate a natural 20 of your choice, turning into a natural 1. That happens.
Jeff, 18.
18?
16.
16?
9.
Okay.
I'm lost in his eyes.
You guys are dealing with this child. Lily, you are, yes, you're healing it. You're just so concerned about the
Tell
boy.
him we should listen
And
to his mom.
Uggo, for a split second, you notice a blackness on James.
Again, you're the
Come
only one
with
who noticed
me.
last time. You're the only one who noticed last time, too.
Just like when the last time I saw it.
When you say
yes.
a blackness, yeah.
Just a flash, like a mist frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Got it.
where he was.
Like
It's like a shadow.
Almost
instead of-
exactly like so I'm.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Secret room.
Yeah.
Secret room.
I don't know if it's good when James
We
goes
should
missing.
have earmuffs.
Oh, yeah. I can hear
And as you see Lily go over and start to heal the boy's hand, all of a sudden, there's a blackness that rises. The sparkler fades, and there's a blackness that takes over the room. And the little boy is standing there, and he looks up at you, and his eyes are black, completely black. And he says, James Quillis, I see you. I notice you.
What?
Yes, James. Last time we spoke, you spoke to me harshly, didn't you? You said you didn't need me, did you, James? It seems to me that perhaps you do need me. James, I think you said you think I need you, and perhaps that's true. But I think we need each other. I care for you deeply, James. And I want what's best for you. Look at me, James. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. He's eager, smart, curious. Does he remind you of anyone you know?
Yes.
He's willing to do things for the sake of experimentation that end up hurting himself. It's unfortunate. But James, you have the power to help people like this boy, don't you? You got that power from me, didn't you? I want to give you more. I want to help you become what I know you can be.
What do you want? I'm not so foolish to think that you're just some unselfish, charity-driven soul. What do you want?
Well, I do have a request. Perhaps not speak to me in the way you've spoken to me previously. Also, tonight, I'm sure there will be a time when you are supposed to revere the custodian. He's not a god for you, James. I don't think you should participate in that kind of thing. They will be asking you to participate in Stranger's fate, but you don't want to do that. James, I don't want to have you walk away from this mutually beneficial partnership. I just want to help boys like this and boys like you. Do you want what I can give you, James?
I don't even know anymore.
Well, that's too bad. I don't like hearing that. I think you are the best person to have the gifts that I can give. Or I could give them to this boy. And you look down, and where the sparkler was is your arcane orb. And next to it is your tome. I'm sure he would love to learn the things that you've learned, and perhaps...
No.
No?
No, I will take them.
So we have a deal, then? I want what's best for you, James. I do.
I'm sure you do.
If you can't see that, it makes me very sad. Very sad indeed.
Fine. For now. Fine.
I'm always willing to have more conversations.
Indeed. We've got a lot to do, you and I.
Oh, yes, we do.
Don't forget your bubble.
And the boy's like, thank you. Please don't tell me, Mum. She'll be so cross with me. Please. I hurt myself and she told me not to, and I just wanted to come down here and do fireworks.
Let's get you back to your mom so she stops worrying about you. The longer she waits, the more upset she's going to be.
How did you hurt yourself?
set off the fireworks. I just wanted to play, and then it started raining, so I came down here, and
Come on, Ethan.
I think my hand is healed, thank you.
I'll take his hand.
Thank you, sir. Thank all of you. I'm sorry, but please, don't tell me, Mum.
Of course not.
I don't know.
And then as you guys walk up the stairs and out of the cellar, she runs and goes, "Oh, you found him! Ethan, how could you? I was calling for you!"
Don't be cross with
he
him.
fell down into the cellar, and he's all right.
Oh, my boy!
And the doors closed behind him.
Sorry,
and
Mum.
they're a bit heavy, so he couldn't get out.
Oh, this is why we don't play. Thank you. Thank all of you, please. Come into Stranger's Fete. We're all having a wonderful time.
Thank you.
1 second. Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Hold on. Is there a way for us to stable our birds? Is there a stables here, something?
Yes, you can tie him up right down on the side.
And you had seen when you were on the roof, there was a covered area that had.
I just didn't want to leave him out in the rain while we go.
Yeah, and you can tie them up, and as you tie up these 15-foot birds, there's a couple of horses tied up that are like.
That's interesting. That's probably going to be a problem. Especially because they can kill the horses.
Yeah, but you park your Vardo, you undo your Chira, and I'll go if there's anything you want to say.
I'll help tie.
I'll go attempt to grapple James.
Oh boy.
Really?
Nat 20.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
I'll go, what are you doing?
Kind of like a nice
Pull him up and go,
You better tell me what happened right now!
I'll go. Put him down. I'll go.
No!
Put him down.
Wait!
I'll go put him down.
Wait!
I'll go
Put him
and...
down now.
It's fine, everyone.
So you're not going to be my guests then?
I'm so sorry, ma'am. Would you just give us a moment?
Just a family squabble.
I'll go with her.
Thank you.
Put the birds away.
Great.
You can handle this.
Yes.
Great.
I'll go put him down now.
I'm waiting until they leave.
Yeah, they're left.
And then I drop them.
You better say something now!
How dare you, Uggo?
Because I know something!
It's fine.
It's not fine.
It's very fine!
Uggo cannot say
Squalace
that
was
way.
here!
What?
Uggo,
What?
yelling is not gonna help.
I understand I'm angry. I apologize.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll take a breath and let him explain. Okay?
Since when is it James's fault that Squalace is here?
Because he... I'm not... Warlocks are not new to me.
Yes, Uggo.
I don't care.
Orcs are not new to us.
You love
but we
James.
trust you.
Hang on. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I do get where Uggo is coming from.
I do too. I just think we need to be calm with each other.
You shadow and like...
You don't miss much, I know.
I know it's maybe not your choice, but I need to know.
Yes.
Thank
Let
you.
him tell
Yes, yes. And my anger is not with you, James.
It certainly seems like it when you
It's
pick him up
with
by the scruff of the
Squalace.
neck.
Fahima, I do appreciate your concern,
Why are you so docile right now?
because he's not wrong.
Right.
And he's not wrong to be concerned.
Thank you. Now I am not angry. He agrees with me. I apologize, James.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Squalace was here.
Are you all right?
I have seen that one before.
I'm fine, and I have these again. And
Are we all right?
yes.
What deal did you make?
We'll find out after the break. So we're gonna go to intermission. Araban's gonna take care of you. I like it when Ron provides the cliffhanger. We will check that out, and Araban will hang out with you.
Santa's not so jolly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He knows when you've
jolly,
been
right?
naughty. He knows when you've been nice. All right, so we'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll see you then.
That was intense.
Yes. Well, fear not, watchers. Our campaign will continue after this brief intermission. Right now, it's time for us to take a relaxation time and enjoy each other's company. Also, I did want to remind you, if you did not remember, that we're going to do Civ's giveaway in just a moment. To enter, all you need to do is type Merry Civmas in the chat. Now, you must live in the United States of America. Don't ask me why. Just note it. And a winner, not a wimmer, but a winner, will be chosen at random. Don't type it yet, though! Did I say do it now? Of course not! Ugh. You people are so quick to pull the trigger. Listen. Attentiveness is the key. Think a bit like Jeff, shall we? Yes? Now, in 1 minute, I will say, go, i.e., the word spelled G-O, with a G and an O. After I say that, then you'll type the following, Merry Civmas, spelled M-E-R-R-Y, space S-I-V-M-A-S. I mean, M-U-S, or M-A-S. M-U-S or A-S will work either. And you will have 1 minute from the moment that I say go to write Merry Civmas. If you don't, you won't be entered. If you do, you will. And that's how we'll decide. A winner will be chosen at random, and that winner will win something pretty darn cool. If you ask me, as a matter of fact, I asked the producers if I could have them, the things that he's giving away, and they said no, because I'm part of this production, which I would gladly give up if I could just have those pieces of his costume, which are absolutely glorious. But I can't, so. Go! G-O! Ha-ha! No, seriously, I said go, which means you need to type Merry Civmas if you want to win or possibly win. Please! Now, I am going to ask Milo. Milo, can you do me a favor? Yes. Milo. Oh, I forgot. He is unconscious and most likely dead. Do we have anyone else here that can help me? Because I don't have the attention and or help of Milo. Hold on 1 second. Let me get where is my cell phone? Oh yes, Milo would be the one to hold that for me. And also the one to actually set the timer, because I do need a timer in a situation like this. Right, well, I'll just pretend I remember or know when a minute ends. And thank you, everyone, those of you that are typing in Merry Civmas. By the way, you can write Civmas, S-I-V-M-A-S, or S-I-V-M-U-S, either will work. Now, Merry Civmas, MRD33, will also work. And if you wrote Merry Civ -Mass Silly, you know who you are. That will also work. But Happy Arabanicide will not work! Valiant, do you understand me? No! All right, the minute is almost up. We are coming to the final moment, and it is in 1, 2, no, backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bazooey! All right, and now we will use our secret technology. Milo, goodness gracious, I keep forgetting. I have a very short memory. He's not with us. I will now use a very special technology to decide who the winner is. And that winner is... Where is my technology? Where is my technology? Oh, here it is. That's my technology. Good news. We have a winner. We have a winner. Now, am I supposed to tell everyone who the winner is? Anyone? Excuse me, producer sir, you behind the camera. Yes, yes, you behind the camera. I know, you're looking at me, I'm looking at you, exactly. What should I tell them? Should I tell them that there's a winner or no? Unbelievable. All right, well, I'm going to tell you in a few moments, so hold horses, whatever the... I'm not deciding, Mr. Whisper. Leave it alone. I have the winner. By the way, I will tell you the first letter, the first initial, I should say, of the name. Would you like to hear that? Scratch it. I won't. You're all being so silly. All right, we do have a winner. All right, good. Hold your Achira. Actually, there's a very well-placed analogy there. Thalan, and how do you say your name? Vermeer? Whatever. I like it. I just don't know how to say it. All right, Vorko Sagan. Vorko Sagan. Like Carl Sagan, but Vorko Sagan? Very good. Now, if you ever call me Squid again, you will be ousted from this experience. Are you clear? Also, Shogun of Harlem, spill what ink? If I want to spill ink, I do it on my time, not yours. Calamari! Oh, Rhaegor, you're in for a treat after this. D&D Kid, why octopus? What is this? What have I done to any of you? I am offering you a chance to win, and you give me this in return. Well, well, well. Some of you are going to have wonderful dreams tonight, and I promise you, when you see me in your dream and you're staring me down, don't cry for mercy at that time, because it's too late. Good Sunny's Delight. Yes, please, Sir Ereban. It's actually Lord Ereban, technically, but Sir will also be fine. Ah, yes, Nate, you'll be fine. You'll have a wonderful dream this evening. In fact, your dreams will be delicious for the rest of the year, even though there's not many days left. Perhaps next year as well. D&D Kid, go with it, Lord, and I'll take it. Not just general, and I'm not satisfied with that. Soviet Potato, of course. I've been buying your brain vodka now for 6 months? I have it on layover or whatever. He's an angry squid. Oh, Tabs, I'll show you anger. Duke Ereban, not good enough. It's Lord, please. All right, here we go. There we go. 1 second, everyone. Relax your tiny little brains. I'm just double-checking something. There is actually a EMT. Is that what you are? My good man, you're EMT, correct? EMS or EMT? Ah, EMT. Yes, he is trying to help resuscitate Milo. No. That's not his mouth. No. It's the other one. Yes. Well, don't put that there. No. That's going to instantly kill him. Yes. No. Okay. All right. Give me a moment. Please, don't touch him. Leave him be. He's fine. Okay. Here we are. All right, everyone. The winner of this year's Civsmas. Is it Civmas or Civsmas? Civ! What is it? Civmas, yes? Yes, of course it's Civmas. I knew that. You knew that. We all knew that. So just relax. Yes, the winner of this year's Civmas giveaway is Enderman Mob. Let me repeat, Enderman Mob. Congratulations, my good friend, man, Mob, wonder person. Who you be. Congratulations, we will be in touch. Do not do anything. Trust me, I can read minds. I know everything about you already. I will be in touch with you. Do not try to get in touch with me, because I don't have a number that is listed. If I did, then people would be calling and be a whole mess. No. EMT, sir, please, do not touch him with anything else. I will deal with this when we are done here, all right? Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right. Those of you that said the following words, octopus, sushi, anything relating to squid or ink, you will have an absolutely wonderful dream tonight. Do you understand? And I will be in it, and I will be in your face. So if you want to take it back, please feel free to do so. If you don't, screw you. I mean, not screw you, you get the idea. Not like, you get the idea. It's simple. All right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. If you missed it earlier, no, random guy, you'll take it back. If you missed it earlier, we have 3 new Dungeon Run shirts. Did everyone hear that? Yes, that's right. Did you check them out yet? If you didn't, I think they're fabulous. Head to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to get yours now. That's thedungeonrun. www.fandom.com to get yours now. There's 3 new ones. Like the Baby Araband shirt, of course, it's the best shirt ever that I've seen, and I would like one myself. Please buy me one, someone. All right, here we go. I'd also like to tell you about the unique digital items that we have. Is anyone here not clear on how they work? I bet there's many, so I'm going to explain. Please don't interrupt me. I'm going to be quick about this. There are 7 digital items that can influence the game. Here we go. Number 1, show love. That's our celebratory item. Send love to the team whenever you want. It's a beautiful thing to do. Try it. Or 2, you could grant the gift of advantage. That's the ability to roll a 20-sided dice, and you do 2 of those, a pair, of course, and you take the lowest. No, that's disadvantage. Shoot, let me try that again. An advantage is where they roll a 2 20-sided dice and take the highest roll. A disadvantage is where they take the lowest roll. You get the idea. It's super simple. Now, perhaps you'll take pity on the adventuring party, and you'll want to have them draw a force of good card. That's good. The other alternative here is have them draw a force of evil card. Remember, too, that's evil. Those of you that are saying things negative about me in the chat, I will deal with you in just a moment. I assure you, you are not going unnoticed. Now, when you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it is for, or guess what? I will make the choice for you, and it's as simple as that. Now, remember, it's on you. You can purchase an IOU, and when you do, it will light a force of good... No, not a force of good candle. What am I saying? It will light a candle, and when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a force of good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. Dreamblaze, I see that. Put it away. I swear it. If you throw it at my face, I will have you removed. Now, there's also Milo's ball. Do not touch it, please. Just leave it alone, because you've almost already killed Milo. That's the reason I'm upset right now, is my minion is almost dead and in the hands of an EMT man who does not know what to do with him because he's not human. All right, wonderful. Now, can I just relax for a moment, please? Lambert Zerker. You don't need to save me. I don't need saving. Let me just explain something to each one of you people. All right? Yes, humans. I am more powerful than the most powerful human being that you have ever met. I could dispose of each and every one of you in the snap of a finger. Yeah, sort of like that man in the movie. I don't remember what his name is, but whatever, you get the idea. Who says I'm human, says random guy. Random guy, are you sitting in front of a computer or a telephone at this point? Let me guess, of course you are. That's why I know you're probably human. And if you're not, you're something lesser, so don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Goodness gracious sakes of mine. By the way, Mr. Civ, I did want to let you know that we did have a winner. Ender Man Mob is going to take home all your little doodads and gifts from your dress up, if you will. Creations by I don't need a massage. I need my minion to be off of the floor and no longer dead. Now, do not, I repeat, please, do not touch Milo's bowl. I already asked you before, and a few of you decided that you wanted to just go ahead and jump freely into the mist or whatever, and just touch. And now look at him. He might die because of you. Silly people. Ugh. Oh, goodness gracious. Gamer Man 221 is cool. Did you call me a boomer? Do you know how old I am? I'm over 100 years old. That would make me a centurion, not a boomer. Goodness gracious. Oh, look at you people. So lost. All right. Yes, Tabs, you could expect a very, very fun little treat in your dream tonight. Make me a Grandpa Grumpy. Rhaegal, got that right. Yes, you would. What would I be? You tell me, D&D kid. Listen, I am getting very fed up with each and every one of you. I give you an opportunity, or should I say Civ gives you an opportunity to win. None of you do, except for, of course, Ender Man Mob. And then you come back at me like I did something wrong. No, you just lost. go sulk somewhere else and enjoy the rest of the show, but don't come at me. Because remember, after all, I am powerful, far more powerful than you. Lotta leche. Oh, that sounds good. Like lots of milk. Yes, Lily will be very grateful for your beautiful advantage. Thank you. Who is your minion? Now, Miss of the show, Pin Blood Fang. The one minion that I have is lying almost lifeless on the floor. And his name is what? Does anyone know? Milo, that's right. Fire, I'm going to give you 500 doll hairs. I need a new minion? Sure, Spectre Wolf. Sure, no problem. Let me go ahead and grab one. Simple as that, yes? Beautiful. Ah, goodness gracious. I could be your new minion. No, thank you, Creations, bye. And none of you other people as well. I'm not interested. All right. What on earth? Fectious. Before I move, or go forward, shall I say, that was a very, very interesting move there. A force of evil to Lily Dumblestock. I like that play quite a bit. I mean quite a bit. You're tricky. Ha! This is wonderful. Let's get back to it. I do want to thank all of you who have shared the show tonight, the ones of you that have shared it. If you have, I thank you so much. If you have not, I please ask you to do so. And remember, I'll be joining you in your social conversations around the game. Now! Yes, I clapped, Mr. Whisper. I do everything that I do in your minds, remember. None of this is physical. What you're looking at is just a example of me, if you will. It's all in your head. Now it's time to rejoin our adventure.
All right, we're back. And when last we left off, there was a little tension.
A little bit.
What?
I don't know.
No, what?
So Uggo has released James from his grapple.
And the last question was, what deal did you make?
I don't know. I'm able to use my spells again. Whatever. Squillace is able to stick around a little longer.
Does he look like he's withholding truth?
You can roll an insight check if you like.
That'll be a -5 to that.
You have advantage, however, from Dresden Dark.
Okay.
I think he would be at a -5 to deceive you, though.
Sure. If he is. Let's see. It's cocked.
I don't know.
You're being pretty
I've
truthful.
spoken very generally so far.
Yeah, and you're being
I'm just looking at your visage.
Sure,
like,
no,
you're,
if you
like,
just
stretching
want to try to,
Yeah.
Sometimes speaking generally can be deceiving.
Yeah.
Right.
That's an 18 minus 5 is 13.
I think that you believe what he's saying. You're not picking out any lies.
Okay.
But he might not be saying everything.
He certainly seems to be a little reticent, but
That could be from his shock. It could be from
yeah.
not from
He's
lying.
also, just in his demeanor, you see he's a bit off.
Okay.
It's not as perky,
So-
James.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's pretty much 24/7.
He's not the funky librarian.
What did he say?
That he wants to help.
You, us?
That he wants to help me help others.
Do you believe him?
I don't know.
I apologize, but I've been inside your magics, and that does not sound like someone who wants to help others.
I know, and I said the same.
Yes,
I did.
good for you.
The reason I don't remember if I told you. The reason that my powers were taken away last time for that short time was that I spoke in great anger to him, to it. It is not a happy relationship that Squillish and I have. Because it is one that...
Perhaps it is time that we all speak to Squillish.
I would avoid that.
Well,
I don't even know if it's possible. It is not something that...
Can you abandon him?
I don't know that either.
That would probably depend on whether or not he wanted to.
Your question about a deal is an interesting one, because, I mean, yes, I suppose there is a deal. It's constant. It's always happening. Now, was there a contract? Did I sign in blood? Did I say, I will get this and you will receive this? No, that never happened.
James, I want to say, I am proud of you. You have grown. You say that I am good human. You are good human. You may not surround yourself with something trustworthy, but I can trust that you are. And the fact that you told me the truth when I threatened you shows me that I can trust you.
Are you telling us the truth, James?
Yes.
I believe him.
perhaps we should go inside. We're all getting drenched.
Yes.
Civ,
Maybe it can
are you
wait
still
till
with
tomorrow.
No, Civ is not there.
Still with the Atari?
I am feeling very...
Or with the
I took
lady?
him into the stable.
lady?
Yeah.
I'm feeling very tired.
Thank you for being honest.
Do you want to come in and at least have a drink?
I don't think so. I think I'll turn in. Maybe we can, if they'll get us some rooms, or maybe we can...
Well, come in with us and we'll see what the deal is.
Okay.
Just so we know where you are.
But I do want to continue this conversation.
Yes.
And I do... Let's talk tomorrow, please.
Take your time.
Thank you.
I understand.
So you guys make your way through the rain into the tavern. You go up the porch and you see all these lovely decorations and the sign that says welcome strangers. And as you open the double doors into the tavern, it's like walking into a celebration. Happiness, joviality, everybody laughing and smiling and drinking. There's singing and happiness and a jaunty feeling in as you walk in the place, everybody sort of turns and looks at you for a second, and there's a guy behind the counter. He looks up and he goes, "Welcome, strangers, strangers!" And everybody, it's not quite, rosy cheeks level of chaos, but it's a fairly full place. It's as if the entire town has come into this tavern for this night to celebrate this holiday, and there's just a level of warmth, and there's a fire crackling in the fireplace. People are eating, small finger foods and enjoying each other's company. There's much beverage, much drinks are flowing, and there just seems to be this positivity inside here. What you don't see is Civ.
I thought Civ brought the lady and her kid inside?
He did, I think.
Civ?
No one's gonna hear you.
You guys make your way to a table, and there's a lot of people, and the proprietor of the place who welcomed you as you open the door walks over, and he says, "Welcome, strangers. Welcome to the warm hearth. I'm so happy to have you. What brings you to Marsh?"
Just
Passing through.
Yes.
indeed.
We got lucky, I guess.
You are here on the best day. It is the strangers of Fete. We will give you food and the beverage, and we will welcome you with open arms. I hope you take part in entire festivities.
What does that entail?
Oh, strangers of Fete. We share, we welcome, we hug, we laugh, we dance. We drink and we eat. and I will give you the most delicious food straight from my family in the Coast Sea.
Oh.
Welcome.
Very
it is
nice.
truly a blessing from the custodian that you found us here tonight. We are in the midst of strangers.
Is it Stranger's Fate or
Yes, Stranger's Fate.
Stranger's Fate. Okay, okay.
Fete, fate, which is a word that means party.
And you said people are wearing masks?
No, not here, but this sometimes the custom is in different localities to maintain anonymity. People wear masks. This is a small community, and it's pretty rare that they would even have strangers, and that's why they're all so excited to have people they don't know enter the room.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. We are fresh from the road and a long journey. Do you have any rooms?
Well, we do, yes, but I would hope you stay down here and enjoy. It's going to be quite loud for a pretty while.
Excellent.
Are they kissing each other on the cheek and like hugging each other?
Yeah, I mean, he's not from
Are
here. He's
you
from
there,
Coast
Sid, or no?
Yeah.
Sorry, have you seen our friend? I don't know who the woman who runs the inn, but
Catman.
Tall, very handsome. Well, so he says.
Oh, thank you.
I believe he came in earlier
get him
and
started. He'll describe
moved around.
himself for a long time.
It's very, very busy. I have not seen, but so happy to have you. I will be back. I will be back.
I will, as we're sitting there, I will cast Sending to Civ.
Man,
Say,
you can't be alone.
Can't say anybody. No, I'm just checking.
And we
I
don't know
said,
where you
Civ,
are.
We're inside the tavern. Hope you're all right. Just checking nothing's wrong.
I'm quite all right. I'm just taking care of a bit of business.
Okay.
I'll be with you all momentarily.
Okay, great.
Save me a spot and get me something to drink, would you?
He'd like something to drink.
I'll get drinks for everyone.
He sounds fine.
I think everyone needs a drink.
Do I have more words? two drinks.
He can have mine. I'm going to.
James.
I'm going to go out to the Vado. I'm gonna have some tea and read a book.
Maybe just stay for a drink.
Not tonight. Thank you.
Can I send Meep with you?
Of course.
All right.
I will happily let Meep land on my shoulder, and I will
Never mind.
walk out to the Vardo.
I was thinking maybe send the skull with him.
Okay. As you walk out to the Vardo, you pass.
Before he leaves, I pull out a skull.
Take that with you.
Okay.
If you need us, you can say something. I will hear you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a great.
It's starting to deteriorate as you see it.
Oh, like full. Oh, okay.
It's just starting to break apart. It's not
Oh, yeah.
going to last too much longer.
I'll be fine, but yes. Thank you.
And as you leave the doors, you pass Civ coming back in, and he has someone with him.
Hello.
It's a fair-haired, fair-skinned human woman wearing ostentatious Stranger's Fate garb, complete with tinsel, bells, and Tree of the Season knitted into her loud sweater dress. She looked like she was part of the decor, except for her big animated gestures and her booming laugh that carries across the room. And Civ brings her into the tavern with him, and they move across they move right past you, and you see this woman with this wonderful dress on.
Surprise!
Hello, strangers.
This is my friend, old friend
Yes.
from before I met all of you.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Not a stranger.
Well, a stranger to you, not to me. Yes.
Yes, but a friend of mine is a friend. Your friend is mine. Yes. Too. So a friend, everyone's a friend who's a stranger, and you're strangers and happy strangers fade.
Yes.
I'm usually much better with words.
She's had some drinks too.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Benisaba Grulb.
But I like to call her Bunny.
Bunny.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
easier.
How do you know each other?
Oh,
It's a long story.
it is a long story from back where.
Well, she was taken captive during one of the wars, and
That happens.
yes, and I helped her escape.
By orc.
There were orcs involved.
I'm sorry.
They were not
Oh,
all
I
orcs.
am not. I am not. Yeah, I don't hold anyone accountable for something that their race or other people did. So I have no issue with you. I have no issue with any of you. In fact, I'm so happy to see you.
We got you a drink.
Oh, me too?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Is now a good time?
Yes.
It
well,
is?
Yes.
Well, which is the
definitely.
lucky woman?
That one over there.
Oh, great. So you're Lily, who I've heard so much about.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm not there.
So I shared some of my poetry with her,
Oh.
and
Yes, just now.
and she agreed to write you a song.
Oh.
But I didn't know this was going to be such a bomb.
Oh, it's all right.
Dropping on. You seem surprised, is all.
I am.
I thought you'd be expecting something like this, but I guess Stranger's Fate is for happy surprises and gifts.
Yes, surprise.
None of you are of the sentimental crying type, are you?
I believe only these two.
I see.
No. And
Okay.
the DM.
Well, shall I just?
Yes.
I mean, now is a good time to break the ice as any.
Please.
I'm a little nervous, but
Me
only
too.
only because I haven't been this vulnerable in a while, and I haven't seen Civ this vulnerable in, well, ever.
Oh. I don't know who to look at.
Yeah, you are. You know, you're quite as lovely as he said. It's going to be an easy song to sing to you, is all.
Thank you.
Never knew one who could carry the sun like my Lily. Tundras of grim lit up by the gem of your voice. And I concede I am merely a thief, but you stole me. You lifted my heart into light from the dark I avoid. Oh, love, honey gold hair. 1 second chance to measure our worlds together. Touch, yes, if you dare. Taste of romance and pleasure, you my treasure. I beg you to stay with your sweet serenade, Lily, won't you? Show me the blooming of eyes that are blue-green tonight. Time slips away and the light starts to fade, but I won't leave you. Just give me a dance, a forever romance by your side. Oh, you're afraid that I won't stay, but time won't wait, and I swear what I feel is real. Real love for your honey gold hair. Perhaps our last chance to measure our lives together. Touch, oh, if I dare. Just taste of romance and pleasure of us forever. Lily, my love. Something like that.
Chills.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who wrote that?
Jared and I.
Wow. You guys. So
good.
Yeah, I mean Siv and I. Siv and I with his lovely poetry and me with my silly lute.
That sounded like a love song.
Well, yes.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, I hope so. That is what I wrote. Siv, what have you not been telling me? This feels like I just jumped into the middle of...
Yeah, well, there's a lot going
Okay.
on. It's kind of a long story, but
Are you in love with Lily?
yes, I have been this whole time.
Sorry I didn't tell you.
Are you in love with Siv?
I don't know. Sorry to put
Strangers
you
of Fate! You see the man. It's a time for the tradition that we all alike. I will bring out to the feast roasted the duck and a saffron to the boysenberry tart, a barley a porridge, pork and knuckle boiled in the beer, cheese rolls filled with the nuts, honey and vegetables, sweet tarts with the apple and the pomegranate. We eat, we drink, and we tell one thing about ourselves that no one knows. This is the tradition of a stranger's fate. Everybody! Everybody's cheering, 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 cheering.
These are 2 Mind Flayer coins.
Oh, well, we wrote it together.
Are you sure? Why don't you take them?
Siv, you saved my life.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah, we might just be even, depending on how this goes. Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
I hope to see you again.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. I'm on my way. I guess. I mean, I'm on my way to Wingsburg.
Oh, we were just there.
Oh, you were? Yeah,
Yes.
I've gotta get in with the Duke. I'm a bard like you. Yeah,
You're wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he says lovely things about you.
yeah.
Maybe one day I'll see your show.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm trying to get in with the Duke there at Wingsburg.
Well, maybe we can send him a message.
I'm not there.
Oh, right.
We have a friend. He can send a message to them.
That'd be great. Should we tell a secret? I think
Everybody! And the whole place is, as you guys are kind of having your conversation, you hear people in the back saying, I never told anybody I was left-handed. You know, there'd be another person like, I wanted to run away to Oya Tuscan and join the circus. People are,
Everyone in the room.
they're standing up.
I trained 3 years as a wizard before giving it up to be a farmer, but I still use the mending cantrip on the children's clothes.
People are just sharing things. And then eventually it gets around to each of you. And perhaps
I'll
Isabel will
go
start.
first. I don't know these people because you're not supposed to say your name. But I feel a little more comfortable. I'll just tell you all, I am not who I say I am, and I've renounced a title of my own because, as my experience has proven, a title begets a target, and I no longer wish to be a target.
The whole place cheers.
She doesn't want to be a target!
Something. Oh.
You might be covered.
Yes. Well, yes. Probably.
Can you just say it out loud one more time?
I
Bahima.
love Lily.
He loves. Don't say names. It's strangers'
Can we not go down the line? I don't want to go next. I can't think of anything.
It's your turn, honey. You can do it.
Yeah, you could do it. I said I was left-handed.
Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm just gonna say it because strangers fate. Sometimes when I fart, I light my pants on fire.
How is that a secret? Do you all not see that?
Nailed it.
Wow.
Oh, that's so would. She, by the way, just to break for a second, she actually put that on her character sheet. She's been waiting to say it. She's been waiting to say it for 30 episodes.
Oh my God.
James is not there, conveniently.
Neither is Uggo.
Neither is Uggo.
Uggo is missing.
What?
Uggo's missing.
Uh-oh.
He couldn't have wandered off without us seeing him.
Well, he could during the...
could have while you were listening to her song.
I can't argue with you because I was personally enraptured by that. But I want to argue with you.
Lily.
Me? Well, fun fact, I wrote a different song for tonight.
She's a singer too!
I'm left-handed.
That must be so hard.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm so sorry. But this was Mr. You. I think I'm just gonna sing it now, if you don't mind.
I love it.
Well, since we're being honest, love flirts in when you least expect, controls your heart and mind. Feelings grow, mutual respect, love of the truest kind. But then one day someone says goodbye, generally don't have a good reason why. So I say this to you, my friend, 'cause I've seen this story time and time again. Love bites. I know. I've seen this happen so many times before. Love stings, but don't fear, because as you work through these feelings, all your best friends are right here. Love bites, but you'll be fine, because the only way to fix a bad haircut is time. Love bites. I know you're going through a hard time right now, Fahima, so I just wanted you to know that it's a tale as old as time. Everyone goes through it, and it's really hard the first time.
Wow.
Or the second time, or the third time.
You and Civ are the best friends I've ever had. Wow. I'm overwhelmed.
I didn't mean to negate your song.
Oh, it's all right.
Impossible. Impossible. It was so good.
Well.
Uggo is not here?
Yes, I should go and find him.
And you're called to another table. You have several commissions that you have.
Yes, I have, yes. Not all of them love songs. Thank goodness. Y'all deal with your drama. I'll see you later, of course, if you're sticking around for Stranger's Fate, at least for a little while, right?
Please, we'd love to see you again.
Okay, there's a big group song that we all sing together in Stranger's Fate, in the Hearth. So hopefully you'll stick around for that.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you later.
Thank you
Sid.
so much.
Do that. It's a Christmas miracle! Tinged with sadness.
Yeah.
Because
it's the dungeon run.
that's how we do things. Because Uggo's missing, James is missing, and now Civ is missing. Ladies' night.
Wait, Civ went away too?
You said
Go
I was
find
going to go
Uggo.
try to find Uggo, yeah.
okay.
Oh. Well, I guess I should have waited to sing you that song until everyone was gone.
Well, it was nice to have an audience. Well, I guess it's just us.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. I know you were kind of asking about Civ.
I wasn't asking about Civ. I was just asking about.
I know, but I didn't answer very honestly when you said if I'd felt it before. I said I had, but I didn't give you any details.
So you've known for a long time that Civ's in love with you, and
I've known for a long time that Civ thinks he's in love with me.
how do you know the difference?
I guess I don't.
Well, have you even kissed him?
No.
What?
No.
How can you know without kissing him?
I don't know.
Come on!
We work together. It's a very tricky situation. Listen, one time in Bingle at Loving It, one of
Is that
the
a club?
Bingle and Loving It? No, it's the bar I used to work at.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay, one of the bartenders fell in love with another bartender, and then they started dating, and then 2 weeks later, they broke up, like it happens, but then we lost 2 of our best bartenders because both of them refused to be in the bar.
Okay, well, let me tell you a story. In Axbright, there's a bartender and his wife, who's also a bartender.
Yeah.
And they fell in love, and then they got married, and they've lived happily ever after.
That's also an outcome.
I'm just saying.
It's just scary.
Well, I'm a bit jealous, Lily. Here I am, meeting weird monsters who I am somehow attracted to, and they go away. If you like Civ, I know you're scared, and I'm obviously not one to talk because I don't have any experience whatsoever, but I know you both, and I know he's really great, vulnerable, strong,
Clearly.
thoughtful, capable, intelligent.
Do you like Civ?
No!
Okay, I don't know.
I'm just saying, even if it doesn't work out, he's a stand-up guy, and I think it's going to be fine.
Well, I'll think about it.
From the other end of the room, you hear, I once stole 2 cabbages and a silk tunic from the back of the Valdo of the Duke of Wingbrook himself.
Lock him
People
up.
come and tear him out.
So, Civ, you leave the tavern, and Ugo, where did you go?
The place we found the boy.
Okay, down to the cellar. Okay. Civ, you are out. Where are you headed?
I was gonna try to find Ugo.
Okay.
Are there tracks?
You can do a survival check.
He's got to have some deep footprints.
Yeah. And I wasn't hiding my foot.
There are, the show Love is cascading down, I can only assume, for the amazing Amy Vorpal. That song.
Yeah.
So good.
I was weeping. Damon 7, Vosh Voyager, Meep's brother Peep, Fectious, Sully is my homegirl, excuse me, Scully is my homegirl, and others. It's just wonderful. Thank you. Go ahead, what was your roll?
13.
13. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of tracks. It's been raining, so it's harder to find them exactly. But you walk out the door, and as the doors close behind you,
I would probably go to the Vardo first.
Yeah. James is inside that, and you're in.
James,
Yes.
did you see Ugo?
No.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you.
James is sitting petting Meep.
I'm petting Meep. Hello. No, I probably like feeding Meep some grain and drinking tea and reading a book.
Actually, I could use your help.
Okay.
I did something rather rash.
Okay.
And I'm afraid I probably hurt Ugo's feelings.
Okay.
Would you mind coming with me in case he decides he wants to kill me?
I doubt that very much that'll happen. Yes, of course.
I'm gonna take James and hopefully he can help me find him.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So you guys are going together?
This is when you and I should be there.
The girls are like,
What could possibly
You guys had girls' night.
These
it's
boys.
boys' dungeon time.
No!
So you guys
Boys
are all
in the
dead
cellar.
in the cellar.
It's literally a man cave.
Yeah, literally man cave. We're all dead in the cellar. except
Meep
for
is
one.
with us as well.
Indeed, yes. So there's a female presence.
Yes.
And hey, if they're in the
Bird-like
cellar,
though it may be.
if they're in the cellar, would that be within 100 feet of me?
For sure.
Cool. Telepathic bond.
Yeah, telepathic bond. You're getting imagery of just like boys hanging out. No, so you guys are searching. The town is large, and you could spend a lot of time going that direction.
I've got one more spell slot. Sending Ugo. Where are you? Civ and I are looking for you. We just want to make sure you're all right. If you want some company, we can come to where you are.
And yeah, the response is, I don't know if I can see him right now. I didn't know. And I don't know if he knew, and I don't know how this magic stuff works, and I am in the cellar.
Love you, Ron.
A cellar of pain.
Civ,
Yes.
whatever happened? What did happen? Sorry. What is going on?
I hired someone to sing a love song to Lily.
Right. Well, Ugo's feelings were very hurt by that.
Yes, I knew they probably would be. But I was tired of keeping it a secret.
Okay. That's fine, but here we are. Ugo is probably, he has anger problems.
Meep communicates to me like Ugo and anger in simple shapes.
It's going to be fine. Maybe I should go speak to him. You could hang back for a little. Come with me, but let me at least start to do the talking.
Meep is on James's shoulder like this.
Tennis balling back and forth.
Lily, Meep is talking to me right now, and I don't have a lot of context, but it seems like Ugo is upset.
Yeah, he is?
Yeah, I'm just getting sort of his general shape and the definite feelings of anger. But it's just what James is telling her, I assume.
Are you guys going down to the cellar? I will, yes. Yeah. You're not? You are?
No, I'm gonna go with him, but he wants me to hang back.
Yeah, so it's trivial to walk there. It's like behind and underneath them.
Ugo?
Yeah.
We're coming down, okay? Civ is with me.
Yeah. You hear a clang, and a maul skids in the doorway. Okay. Just so you know, I'm not going to hurt him like he hurt me.
Oh, Ugo.
I'm sorry, my friend.
You feel how you feel, and that is okay. I'm not upset that you love her. Of course we love her. We all do.
It's not a choice.
No, it is not. What was a choice is that you knew how I felt, and you did not tell me.
You're right. And
that is the betrayal of all.
I'm sorry.
Again, you feel how you feel.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
It occurs to me that she does not know how I feel. Even though I tell her she was asleep when I devoted life to her. Did you devote life to her? Do you now?
I would do anything for her.
Absolutely. Would you die for her?
Of course.
I almost did.
I know.
Where were you when I was dying? Hiding in bush.
Ugo.
It's all right.
That's not fair.
It's all right.
I know he did not mean it, but that is the truth.
Your name is coming up a lot. The image of a bush.
All right, let's go. A bush?
Yeah.
Listen.
Like,
I am the last person to know much about matters of the heart.
I am new to it as well. My life has been nothing but pain. And now it is even more. Is this what love is? Pain?
Life is pain, my friend.
Yeah. Sorrow.
we're making our way over there.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. You guys get to the top of the stairs down to the cellar and see the doors still open.
Ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Meep said something about a bush.
Yes. Maybe give us a moment.
Okay.
Thank you.
I knew this was gonna happen.
We can just listen in.
Yeah. Let's like listen outside the door.
I tell you what, my friend. Since I did you a wrong, and I would like to correct it, I'll give you one free shot.
Ziv,
I know it will make you feel
It
better.
will not. It will make me feel worse. You do not understand me. I do not want to hurt you. I want to hug you and tell you that if she chooses you, I will be there. I will not leave her. I devoted life. A word mean thing. And despite what I may feel is you doing a wrong to me, I still love you. And there is nothing that you can do to me that someone who called me brother has not already done. But I also understand that that will be very hard for me. But when I go make word, it means even hardest thing must be done. So I am happy for you that you have found love, and I hope that she loves you. But I do not think that she knows how I feel. I gave her letter. Now it occurs to me that maybe she do not know Orc.
No, I don't think
Did
she
you know
does.
Orc? I don't know Orc. I guess I just thought he was like saying that he would protect me, because that's what he always says.
I thought he liked you as a brother or
I did too. I shouldn't have assumed.
Like, did you?
I knew this was gonna happen. Love always messes everything up. This is what I told you, Fahima.
Listen,
I think it's time she knows.
Yeah.
Lily.
Right.
I'm just
Would you
gonna go
come down
back
here?
to the inn.
Okay. And
I'll follow her.
Fahima follows. And as you guys walk to the inn, you see the proprietor of the inn walk out into the rain and walk. He gets to the top of the cellar and he sees you. And he goes, "Oh, I need another cask of wine.
Oh.
Can I please go to the cellar?"
Yes, no, please. It's your property. Yeah.
Yes.
As he comes in, I'll go sharp, like hides his face.
It's,
from me.
I'm so sorry. We're not trespassing or anything. We just needed a dry place for the conversation. Please, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Classic boys' night.
I get you the wine.
Yeah, we sort of awkwardly sit
You know, Strangers of Fate, it's about how we know each other. Huh? How we are to each other, with each other, what we know and what we don't. We are all strangers. And Strangers of Fate is about acknowledging this and trying for one night for that to be okay. Huh? For what we don't know about each other to be okay, to be celebrated. Huh? We are all strangers deep down. You don't know. My own wife, she doesn't know what is in here all the time. Strangers of Fate says, it's okay. It's okay. Because we all have this. We all have this. Huh? We all are a mystery to ourselves, to each other. But all we can do is be happy. Come inside. Be happy. I make you wine. I make you food. Colsey style. Yeah. He leaves carrying the cask of wine.
Lily, it's not your fault.
It is my fault.
How could it possibly be your fault?
Because I always get too attached to people and I don't know.
Thank you.
This always happens to me.
Two people fall in love with you at the same time and argue over you?
And I know that sounds weird and I don't mean it like that.
Well, you are very special.
Thank you. I don't appreciate the pause before that, but I like it.
Well, I was gonna say pretty, but I don't want to compliment you just on your looks because you're so much more.
Thank you. You're very special too. I think maybe you guys should find a new bard.
What? How dare you?
No, not how dare me. This is gonna mess up the whole dynamic of the group, and this is a very important mission that we have.
Look, if I know anything about Uggo, it's that love of his friends and family is going to come before his own feelings. And while that might hurt for a little while, I think it's so much better than the other option of you leaving.
I don't know. I need a beer.
Yeah.
Uggo stands up, dusts himself off, rubs his eyes. Civ,
Yes,
we love you.
I love you too, my
And I
friend.
hope you know that.
I do.
The one thing I know is that you did not mean to hurt me.
No, I don't.
Really, Uggo hurt himself because he did not say to her how he feel when he know how he feel. And it did not occur to me until your bard friend is very good. Not as good as Lily, but good. I did not know, and she spelled it out. I think this is where Uggo's being dumb hurt him again.
You're not dumb.
No. I miss details.
I've learned more from you than I have in all my years. If there's one thing that I've learned from all of this, it's that family is very important. And I never had a family. I never even had real friends until I met all of you.
I had family. It was not a good one.
I know.
I have the best family now. And I feel stronger. And I don't not mean physically. I mean, when we first started this, I did not think we would be able to do what people ask. I still am not sure. But I know that we can do it. And I know that whatever is in the amulet or those worlds, they seem to think that we can too. And that is enough for Uggo. I will tell Lily. She deserves to know.
You're right.
Lily, do you want to let off some steam?
Yes.
What's the tallest point in this village?
There's really not anything above 1 story tall.
Really? Not even like a clock tower?
This isn't the kind of town that has a clock tower, but if you walk, down the rise and across the farm, there's a hill. It's not a structure, but it's a hill, and you could get up, about 30, 40 feet up on the hill in the rain.
No, that's not going to work for my purposes. I want to go skydiving.
Oh.
But there's nowhere to skydive off of. What would make you feel better?
I'll be fine.
Come on, don't you want to throw some fire or something?
No, I don't. I just don't want to ruin the party. I'm not trying to be dramatic.
You're not being dramatic. I'm just trying to convince you that you're not ruining the party.
It's hard to believe you. No offense.
My friend, let me buy you a drink. It's the least I can.
7.
I'll buy you as many drinks as you can possibly imbibe.
Do you know how many malls they cost?
Don't worry about money. I've got it covered.
I'm not
Say
surprised.
50% more.
I'm gonna put my arm around Uggo and hug him. And then look at James. James, do you mind grabbing them all?
Yeah, I'm sure. How heavy is it?
Heavy. It's pretty heavy.
I'll make it work. It's take me a bit.
And I'm going to walk Uggo back into the tavern and go up to the bar and lean in and say, I will take 2 of whatever the strongest thing you have behind that bar. One for my friend.
Aye.
And one for me.
Now you're ducking. Grabs boom, there's a thing with a spider on the side. It just tacks to the side of the thing. Pops it open. Look. 1, 2.
Can I ask a question? Why spider?
To warn the people who drink it, there's a venom. It's like a drinking a venom, but it feels so good when it goes down.
Did that cost any gold?
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah. I mean, it's 3 gold per cup. It's expensive stuff for this place.
Okay, pay 50% more.
All right.
Great.
I think I got it covered.
Force of Evil's gone.
And when I to Lily.
To Lily.
And so we are, sitting in the Warm Hearth, the tavern known as the Warm Hearth, in the town of Marsh, on Stranger's Fete. Lily and Fahima at one table, Civ, Ugo, and Morgan at another table.
James.
Excuse me, James.
No,
Morgan, you wanted to
I'm
do
taking
something?
them all back to the Vardo.
Oh, you're taking them all back to the bar. Sorry, Civ and Ugo on another table. James takes the pulling it through the mud in the
It
rain.
takes a while.
up the things. Me still with you or with you?
Still with
you. Rainy, muddy, clumping into the Vardo, sitting down, thump. And the rain continues to pour on the on the Vardo, on the tavern. Thoughts swirling. And that might be where we're going to end for 2019. But, what, you want something?
Yes!
What?
What? Just groaning over there.
I'm sitting there for a little while longer.
Yeah.
I want to cast Sending to Jorl.
Okay. Sending to Jorl.
What's the reach on sending?
Wherever.
Infinite.
Yeah, wherever.
Really?
As long as you know the
fine.
person.
As long as you
That's
know
wow.
them.
Is it the same plane or even across planes?
Even across planes, though,
we don't
there's
have to worry
there's
about
like
it.
a
Yeah, yeah.
5% less
Yeah.
left
Talk to my dad. Talk to my dad.
Sending to
haven't
Jorl.
met
He
him.
doesn't know him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know him.
Sending to Jorl. A Christmas gift for the audience.
I want to say, hello. It's James Quillis. Been a while. You were in my thoughts. How are you? Are you still in the shanty town? Hope to see you soon.
The message goes up into the ether, and you wait a second, and you hear, James! So good to hear from you! Greetings from prison!
What?
It has been quite a horrible couple of weeks here in the cell.
Man.
I bragged to everyone that you saved me and got me back my mithril. It turns out you are wanted for murder here. And I was arrested as an accomplice. Life is pain.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And on that note, we got a special end of show gift for you, for me, for the audience. We're gonna bring Amy back out.
Yay!
We got another song. Despite my best efforts of trying to create an upbeat holiday episode, this has been a real downer. Luckily, Amy Vorpal is gonna save us all.
Let's see this one.
Even Lily's like,
Hey, it'll be this fun holiday episode. We'll wear wacky shirts. It'll be amazing.
Well, guys, everyone, the thing that you're all going to be singing together is called "Let's Go Kill Ourselves." So, okay.
Too real, too real.
Okay. It started as a simple dungeon run. A cat thief and a genie who is into our son. A gnome bard and a demon math guy. And a rage king with an underbite. They always succeed, well, sorta, kind of. But when they make a mess of things, at least it comes from love. Blame them all you want for all the terrors you've seen, but they blame the watchers of the time. They're playing the cards they're dealt. They have arrived to help the heroes of Bingle. Well, it's whatever they call themselves. It's whatever they call themselves. Whatever they call themselves. Whoever they are, we stand and we ship. We stand and we ship. Him and her and her and him, they're probably doing it. It's not an easy road for them, but life is pain. Unless they're just a figment of Lord Erevan's brain. They're playing the cards they're dealt. They have arrived to help the runners. Well, it's whatever they call themselves. It's whatever they call themselves. It's whatever they call themselves. You think a bardic job is easy? Well, it ain't. 'Cause people like you have become my bane. There's one thing you can do to help, though, just pick a name. They're playing the cards they're dealt. They have arrived to help the leaderless five. Well, it's whatever they call themselves. It's whatever they call. Okay, I've got some pitches. The instruments of chaos, the friendly fire, the pine rumple warriors, the blinking eye, the order group party band, or wardens of ice. It's whatever they call themselves. 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 Whatever they call themselves.
Amy Bobo!
Thank
you so much.
Great job, Jared.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to. There's love and there's cards. We got love from Mavith, Z-Man 9018, Joker 38, Thames, Aegis 13, Don't Hate Fahima, and many, many others. Thank you for all that love. We have cards here. You're gonna see those in 2020. We're not gonna do cards right now to end the show. This has been amazing. This is the last episode of 2019. We have 2 weeks off, but we are coming back in 2020, and I'm so happy because there's so many loose ends. It is, what an amazing thing. You know, the holidays are a time to reflect, and the new year is coming, and 2019 is when we get to start this adventure all together. I am so grateful to Amy Vorpal on so many levels for being here tonight and being amazing, for filling in for me when I was down and being utterly amazing. I'm so grateful to all of you guys in the audience and the crew and the production team. I know we are all super grateful to all of you for making this show. Thank you, But most of all, the people who watch and care about these characters and this story and this world, people that are making fan art and being in the Discord and theorizing about what it all means and putting stuff together. And it is just an amazing experience to be part of this community. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I am so grateful, and I know I speak for everybody here when we say, please have a safe and healthy and happy new year. We can't wait to see you again in 2020. It's gonna be hard to be away.
Yeah.
But until then, humankind, wait a second. I need to do one more thing. One more secret room.
What?
With somebody. Wait. Not just one somebody, multiple somebodies.
What?
But none of you.
Wait, what? What?
And not Amy.
What?
Nisaba. I need to do a secret room with the Watchers.
Ooh.
What's happening?
What?
And It's extremely important that none of you hear this. This is for them and them only.
Okay.
All right? So watchers of the time stream, come with me to the secret room.
Oh my God.
My God.
Do you want Amy to stay in here with us?
Yeah, you guys will come. Yeah, we'll have a party in a second. Okay, watchers. I'm trusting you not to breathe a word of this to the cast. This is just for you. They aren't gonna watch this. They aren't gonna hear it right now. I don't want you to tell them anything that you're about to hear, all right? So the amulet gives you, the watchers of the time stream, the ability to view the heroes of Bingle. But right now, tonight, in this place, during the reverie and joy of the song we just heard, during the strange feelings that we witnessed between our characters inside the Warm Hearth Tavern in the town of Marsh, in this moment, the amulet grants you, the watchers of the time stream, a different view. As if taking flight, your view expands from that tavern in Marsh. It pulls back, the smoke coming up out of the chimney, back from Benisiba the Bard, back from the heroes at their feast at their two separate tables. It soars up your view, up and out and over. And you see the tavern shrink in your view. Little smoke swirling from the chimney, and you're back. You see it like a bird on a wing, moving, slowly at first, but then quicker. And then up, you see roads and trees and rocks, the Vardo sitting there, the Achirai tied up. You see it all pulled back, a bird's eye view. And then you're moving. You're moving north, over the road, over the trees that connect the trade routes, rocks and grass and trees and road. Your view soaring and rushing over large swaths of land. It veers and catches sight of the surging river, up past the towns of Hornsbury and Braster, up through Star Lock. You see creatures and structures and activity, but you're moving too fast to make out specifics. Then, suddenly, you turn eastward and head toward the Nelrim mountain range. You see their majestic peaks rising in the distance as you approach at an impossible pace. And there it is, the entrance to Dalto Thum, the dwarven city carved into the side of the mountain, its gates guarded, its facade austere. But your view does not stop moving. It continues up into the mountains, soaring over the top of the peaks, crossing over the mountain pass that bisects the range, the hazardous road that connects one side of the range to the other, that separates the dwarves from the orcs. And in that pass, on that road, you see dozens, hundreds of orcs on the move, an army pulling an enormous cannon, several of them, over the rocky, weather-beaten terrain. And still your view does not stop. It flies over and down, shifting south toward a higher part of the range, toward the burning, smoking Skyscorcher Peak. And as you approach it, swooping, rushing in your vision, you see something that takes your breath away. A fortress, perched on top of the volcano itself, and accumulated around that fortress, seemingly pouring forth from it, massed on and around and down the mountain, on all sides of it, clogging every path and byway, every place to gain a foothold. are creatures. Creatures made of bodies. Hodgepodges. Like the one the Heroes of Bingle fought on the top floor of the spell tower. But here, there are thousands. Thousands. All shapes and sizes. They make the orc army you just witnessed seem minuscule by comparison. A legion of monsters crafted from the body parts of dead things. A cacophonous, moaning sea of arms and legs and fingers, rotting flesh given life, given form. Waiting to march forward. Waiting to be commanded. But that's not all. Hovering above them, set apart from this terrifying army, perched on spires of rock, waiting, watching, beating their enormous wings, are dragons. Fearsome, powerful dragons. And as your view hovers there, observing all of this, looking down on the horror and the staggering mass of power waiting there, one of the dragons turns and looks directly at you. Its reptilian eye, full of intelligence, peering right at you, recognizing you. And then you're moving again, your view soaring. You escape this bone-chilling sight and move to the fortress itself on top of the volcano, past it to the gaping maw of lava, the fiery red opening at the summit of Skyscorcher Peak. And then you plummet. You dive directly into the billowing black vapor, into the heat rippling out of the volcano's open wound, down, down past rock and smoke, past the soot and steam, down into the blackness. You can almost feel the heat rising. And as you fall into that blackness, that darkness of smoke, everything goes dark. You feel movement but see nothing. And then you're in a room inside the volcano, a huge vaulted room. 4 figures with their backs to you stand facing an ancient forge. Red and yellow lava illuminate the room all around you. Intense heat and an oppressive thickness is in the air, and your vision pauses. You hover there, looking, waiting. And then you hear a voice say, "Begin." And there's a moment of anticipation. And then everything is shaking. Loud, awful sounds echo off the rocks and stone, bangs and clangs and scraping, movement and energy, and in a flash, you're flying again, swirling back through the interior of the volcano, back through the black smoke, back up and out the top of the mountain, back past the fortress and the army of undead, past the dragons. And your view is moving faster now at an incredible pace. Land and rock and trees and water rushing past you in a blur. You're moving at an unimaginable speed across Ain. Thousands of miles, pushing faster and faster, the wind and the scenery blurring, burning your eyes. You can barely keep them open to see it, but you do see it. You see it. And all at once you stop. Your vision hovering there in midair, still. The land green below you, trees and grass. And there, in the distance, coming right at you, are 2 figures, moving side by side. Enormous, 100-foot-tall titans. One crackling with electrical energy, the other sizzling with a beard of pure fire. And they are armored. Enormous, glinting plate mail covers their bodies, the armor of war. And in that moment, as you hover there in the sky, you see them look past where you came from, past you in the direction of that distant volcano that you just flew from. You see them look, you see them recognize something, and then you see them start to run.
That might have been the biggest cliffhanger I or we, or all of us, have ever experienced. Jeff, you, sir, just delivered the goods. I mean, that was so good that Milo, on the ground over there, just opened his eyes. He's back to life, unbelievably. So, I mean, craziness. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know how to follow that, actually. With anything other than to all of you who've played along and interacted with us throughout this evening and throughout this entire campaign, our humble thanks. And thank you to everyone that shared in this adventure. And I see those forces of good and evil you sent. Don't worry, we will deal with those in the next episode, in the next decade. Yes. And my respect and thanks to Omega Deather. God, I'm never gonna get that right, am I? Army Fighting Nerd. That's a good one. Sean Patrick. Thunder Muffin. Ast. Sweetheart 18. Kamikaze Reaper. Super Seiyu. Apothelic Blades. Dr. Sparks, ages 13. Manic Mage 92. Fuzz 58. K-Book. A mysterious robot. Fragment of the Heart _soul. The Soviet Potato. Dasmir. Will DJ 1217. Xander 8888888. Really? Dexterous Digit 9. Cody Furlong. Might Life? Yes. And the Dungeon Run. Yay! Is that the name or what is that? I don't even know, but I like it. Whose viewer submitted Force of Good and Force of Evil cards were used on tonight's show. Now, I and we must say, see you later. Enjoy your holiday break, and I'll see you for the next dungeon run on Wednesday, January 8th, right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Make sure to follow the channel to get live notifications. So, until next time, happy holidays, happy new year, and may the dice roll in your favor.
It started. It started. It started. Started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.
Let the dice
In a world where magic exists, anything is possible.
Ah, life is pain. Ah, life is pain. Pain, 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 pain.
Meep, I love you. Come back to me. Meep. 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 Meep.
no plans.
The island of Bingle is safe once again. You may return to your homes. And if there are any that are willing, help them rebuild.
Humankind. Be both.